What's up, TTT? Welcome back to Theresthattarot and welcome to the weekly reading. We're going to start with Aries, like we like to do. The song that's playing right now is called Albatross. My goodness. Ooh, Aries. Okay. Freedom, hope, strength, wanderlust, navigation. Spiritual meanings of albatross. Why are they good luck? It's a bird. One interesting maritime superstition is that it's very bad luck to kill an albatross. Because an albatross can fly long distances without flapping its wings, soaring up and down, using surface winds to glide, sailors used to believe these birds were supernatural. Is that you, Aries? And anybody who tries to come for you, bad things happen to them, don't they? Many of you could find yourself in a field, in a meadow of flowers this week. Take time to put your phone down and just look at that. Or take time to be present. Take time to be in the moment this week, Aries. You may be reconciling with someone. And I got a feeling, I don't know, you tell me. You could be reconciling with one person and retreating from someone else. Or you could be reconciling with someone and y'all could be disconnecting from the entire world together. Y'all could just go into your little bubble together. Hermit, yeah. The thing about it is, though, you've been isolated from this person because I think you two have maybe, I don't know, y'all had some bad words. Could be a Virgo. It's just somebody who's broken your heart before, and I feel like you have trust issues with them, and I feel like you feel like, temptation. Toxic. I don't know if I should do it. But you're very much the Queen of Wands right now. So it could be like, I feel like y'all are very attractive. Some of you can have long, pretty, dark hair. You can wear flowers in your hair. And you got options, Aries. I mean, it could also be a man. I could be talking to a masculine energy, too. I think this week is going to require some patience for you, Aries, because I don't think you're, like, in a position where you want to choose. Like, you would give up on everybody before you had to choose right now. Why is that? Because I feel like you're just not trying to be stuck on anything right now. So so the retreat, you're retreating. It may be you just choosing to retreat and focus on, Ten of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you just want to remain centered, Aries. Like, as fun as it is, the weekend was cool, but Two of Pentacles, you've made a decision. Ooh, Judgment, you have made a decision that I'm done fucking with you. You don't know how to love me. No, I'm just playing. I listened to that song last night. Somebody here, it's like the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. I feel like somebody has shown you what you've been investing yourself into. And I don't know if you liked what you saw. Did you like what you saw? No. Not enough to do it again. And I'm going to leave that right there. We got marriage, though. We have marriage and journey. I do feel like there's someone who would like to marry you. Or maybe. Oh, Ace of Swords. Somebody may tell you that. Ooh. Somebody may tell you about their marriage, okay? Ace of Swords. Somebody may be coming clean to you about... Wow. Here's the thing. Ooh. I still got that crook, y'all. It ain't Monday yet. I'm waiting for my chiropractor. I'm literally going to be standing outside the door like, you ready? On Monday. Marriage card, Ace of Swords, Ten of Cups, Page of Pentacles. you could get proposed to this week. The thing is, the King and the Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Queen seems to be, I don't know, enlightened, maybe happy, and not taking any action towards this. This could be you as the Queen of Wands. And the King is like, I'm fighting for this because I love you, and that's that on that. Quality service. They want to resolve things with this feminine. The feminine is like, I feel like coming back is the wrong thing to do with the Eight of Cups in the reverse, Justice in the reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like Queen of Swords. She's like, but what about whatever? What about whatever that thing is that you worried about? You know what I mean? The mutual energy between you two has been a lot of on and off fighting, just conflict. It could be drama, it could be gossip, it could be other competition, because maybe both of y'all fine and there's a missed opportunity between the two of you. Lovers in reverse, Tower in reverse, Death in reverse. Like, what y'all gonna do? You know. But then there's this new journey. You moving on, Aries? Is this about Aries moving on? I feel like it's because you moved on. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. You took on, you took on some sort of responsibility. I'll tell you what, things gonna take off. If you decide to take a journey, a trip, you could go on a work trip this week. It could be anything, right? If you decide to go, we got the Wheel of Fortune and Six of Wands, Ten of Wands. I feel like this Ten of Wands is you taking on, okay. Wheel of Fortune, Six of Wands. The Ten of Wands is what you're afraid to do. It's what you're afraid to get back into. This whoever it is that you are talking to again and things didn't work out before. Okay. Could have been a lot of regrets attached to that situation. But you moving on puts you in a better place. You know what I mean? This person is chasing after you. I feel like, I'm not chasing. I feel like they're pursuing you. Maybe the communication isn't blocked. It's not fluent. Something about these old streets, Aries, okay? I just feel like you don't really... It's like you see it. You see through it. They are very attractive, Aries, but they're not given enough. That's the thing. And you know deep down that there'll probably be another repeat of whatever happened between the two of you. But damn, King and Queen of Pentacles, reconciliation, marriage. Aries, I wouldn't worry about it. Be honest with you. The advice is Nine of Swords in reverse, Seven of Wands in reverse, Ten of Swords, Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't do it. Why? There's something better for you. Page of Pentacles, Eight of Wands. There is something better for you, and you just be patient. Did I say that earlier? Be patient, Aries. Whew, slow it down. Where there are attachments, there is no love. This could be, you know, just an attachment that showed up looking like a king. Nine of Wands in the reverse. It's like, they're wonderful. There's so much, everybody got something wonderful about them, but it doesn't mean that they're here to stay. And that's something that you need to see clearly. Life isn't about the actions, it's about the emotions that are attached to our actions. And I feel like there's something that you've been very rigid in. I feel like there's, whatever you have, wherever you have lacked flexibility in your life, it's caused more burdens for you than good. So I see strength in you allowing this chapter to, first of all, don't go against the tide. If it's happening, it's happening. Okay, Aries, don't fight it. Don't fight it. Where is it that you want to be? Something like that. That you got something on your hands this week, Aries. Okay. Slow down and take time to celebrate yourself. Some of you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Slow down and celebrate yourself this week, and just breathe through whatever frustration, tension. You know, that's what I did when I took this trip this week. It was like you know what I mean? Because it was so much going on, y'all. Jesus Christ, before this trip. You know, my grandmother took a fall, and you know, it's not a comforting thing to get a phone call from 5,000 miles away saying that something's happened to one of your family members. So she's okay, everything's fine, but you know, as I went through that, I was going through something before that, and then I hurt my shoulder working out, so now I'm like, and then my grandma, and then I gotta go see my baby in London, and then it was just so much extra, and then by the time I get back now, I gotta, you know, check in with y'all. So it's a lot, honey. Not to mention the music. We're not even gonna get on the music. Jesus help me. So, Taurus. Well, Taurus. Oh, honey. There's something. The love may not be the same between the two of you. We got unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But we also have free yourself in the reverse. So it's like it ain't working, but we ain't went nowhere yet. Wow. Look at that. I feel like there's something that has been making you feel not as great as you want to feel. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. A lot of Leo energy here. I feel like there's something that you're just ready. Yeah. It's like, I don't want to do this anymore. It causes you to be way too much in your head. Maybe you're not getting the win that you're looking for. Maybe you're not getting the attention that you would like to get from a particular person. It could be a fire sign. You may just decide, I mean, literally, unrequited love is here. Ace of Cups in reverse, 3 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, 8 of Swords. You've been thinking a lot about making a decision to detach from someone and maybe pursue something else because you see clearly, there's something that you see. That there's something that may not start, you know what I mean? It may not, you may have a lot of realizations about a certain connection in your life this week. The Justice in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, yikes. Tower. You may actually be blocking someone this week, Taurus. But I do see you no longer investing in something. Queen of Cups, 5 of Swords in the reverse, yikes. Somebody is very much focused on their own desires, I feel. But I just see you choosing not to commit to someone, or perhaps this is someone who has broken commitment. You may feel like somebody has gone back to an ex as well. Something that could have either ended your relationship with this person, or maybe you feel as though they ended things with you, or they became inconsistent with you because of someone from their past. Some of you may be driving somewhere, or maybe you live somewhere where you can see like the coast, you can see the ocean from your area or wherever you're traveling this week. Free yourself in the reverse, honey. 3 of Swords, 7 of Cups. It's like you see it. Ace of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be a father. Maybe you feel like somebody wasn't truthful with you. Maybe you feel like somebody's still holding resentment towards you. Maybe there's somebody that you're still married to, and y'all not divorced yet. Something like that. Yeah, you're still married. And you're not divorced yet. Anyway. There's clearly a lack of reciprocation between the two of you. Somebody could have a special song that they sing to their child. Or, yeah, I'm getting a dad that has a special song for his children. Maybe you found, yeah, I really feel like a lot of y'all found out about a third party this week. And it's like this person may have been very reserved with opening up their emotions to you. But you two, I don't know. It's like somebody wanted to take on the responsibility here, but or maybe taking on the responsibility of this relationship became burdensome because, let's see. Somebody here is keeping the other person stuck. Could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, but it's like, damn, what happened this week? There's Taurus. There's a feminine energy. Okay. And I just feel like she doesn't think this is going anywhere, you know? It's like it could. Okay. So she may be she's over it. Whoever this is, she's over it. Because she's like, okay, 10 of Cups, 4 of Wands, relationship, celebration. It's like you show me you want this, or you say you want this, but something about somebody's over it. Because it's like, I'm detaching because you're not telling me what it is that you actually want. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like, one minute you tell me this one. Some of y'all dealing with Cancer. And somebody's about to be out of there because they're like, what is free yourself in the reverse? Somebody's losing hope. And they feel like they're finna turn this down because it's inconsistent. It's draining them. I'm losing patience. Somebody's about to make an ending happen. As much as there's love here, is as much as I cannot allow this situation to hold me back. It's like justice. Somebody, either their lack of communication, their lack of, yikes, what's wrong with this guy? It's a masculine energy here, and I don't just be trying to pick on the man. I don't. Okay? But it's like he's worried about either his job or perhaps commitment in some sense. And he's worried about not doing it. Or he's worried about where he's going to be placing his investment, placing his money. You know what I mean? It's like, do I have enough? Or am I stable enough? Or do I just want to be single? Somebody may present, it's like, if they're financially stable on their own, if this is somebody who's very independent, they're emotionally unstable because they're still moving on from something. It's like, so they're still getting to a better place as far as their emotions are concerned. Somebody may reveal their, I don't know, it feels like inner conflict that I'm seeing here that needs to be resolved. And it could possibly be about unrequited love from the past. I'm not sure if this is, if the person who the unrequited love is with, right? Maybe this person hasn't freed themselves from this particular person, or a series of people who just wasn't it, you know? But somebody is showing up and, stable as far as, they look good. They pre-empress energy. They make good money, or they do well with their money, something like that. They're stable, but emotionally, They're still moving on from something else. They're not quite there yet. So consider this a gift. Consider this a get out of jail free card. I don't want to call you Capricorn Taurus. Consider this your get out of jail free card. This may have been against your better judgment to pursue this energy. Somebody here. Ooh, my God. Whoever this Queen of Wands is still playing the field for one. And they're dealing with heartbreak. Like, and I don't know if it's connected to you. But if it's confusing, I wouldn't invest myself in it. I mean, think about how much better your time would be spent doing something that's going to not bring you confusion. Now, it's not easy to just block out somebody that you have emotions for, but I don't see anything has changed between the two of you. And if there's no growth, if there's no... It's like, it just depends on how long this has been going on. Because I'm seeing, like, if ain't nothing changed, then it's time to change your focus. Something like that. You are free if you choose to be. Favor is not fair, Taurus. And if the favor's on you, don't worry about if it didn't work out for somebody else. That's not your problem. Favor's not supposed to be fair. You keep going back to something that maybe, like I said, is not suiting you. But love is everywhere you look around, Taurus. You just got to look up and see it. Because I feel like there's a gift in you not... Let's see. There's a gift in a relationship not growing. It almost like it gives you a second chance for this particular relationship not to go anywhere. If that makes any sense. Because there's something here that is, like I said, it hasn't changed. So it's not improving, it's not getting better, it's not getting worse. And that's what we call stagnancy or complacency, or I don't know, a comfort zone. So Taurus, every hurricane comes to an end. So whatever this storm you feel like you've been going through and you've had to kind of protect yourself, keep yourself, I don't know, this is like, it's like you've been protecting what's been most precious to you. That could be your mind, your thoughts, your crown, your heart, your whatever. But the coast is almost clear. Some of you, like I said, could be dealing with the Aries. You need to cool your emotions this week. Make sure that you're not reacting off of your emotions this week. Gemini. You could be having a vulnerable conversation with someone this week. But you know, Gemini, I'm getting a feeling that there may be a feminine who is opening up, who's being vulnerable to a man or a masculine energy. But I just don't feel like she has his full attention. I don't feel like she has a lot of his attention. Something like that. 3 of Cups, as I say that. We're not doing third-party situations, Gemini. And I wouldn't even, you know, just off the... I mean, because I never noticed that in this picture. And these cards about fell apart at this point. And then the 3 of Cups hits the thing. Hits the... What the freak am I saying? Protect yourself, Gemini. We're not doing third-party situations. We're not. I mean, this one's cut and dry. If you're not happy, move away from it, Gemini. There's a decision here for you. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse. Whoever this masculine is, they are watering something else. And I don't feel like they're communicating about that. if the communication is slowed down, it's possibly because things may be coming to an end. Three of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in the reverse. There's a third party, Gemini. That third party could be anything. Let's see what the third party is. It's something that hasn't ended. And it's something that, ooh, it's the Nine of Pentacles. It could be, okay, somebody got big love for somebody. Nine of Pentacles, I feel like, is the person. And I feel like it's because this person has not been giving in. Who's the King of Cups? There's some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or this is just someone who their focus or their heart or their love or something is on someone who probably ain't paying them no mind. They could have fell out with this person. It's kind of like the more she's not stuck on him, the more he becomes stuck on whoever this is. The Aries energy is here. I know a lot of y'all be in the comments like, this damn Aries. So somebody could be wondering why. I'm going to tell you why this person has been avoidant. And it's because they've been really worried about renewing their love with somebody that they broke up with. Because if you look at this card, there's this woman and she's like pouring her heart out and he's looking at something else. Never noticed that till now. Somebody has been very inward. You know what I mean? There's been very much, it could be doing Virgo. It's giving hermit energy. We got calling in your soulmate in the reverse, Gemini. Why is that in the reverse? High Priestess says, you know why? Something about taking your eye off of the prize. I feel like you're the prize. The thing is, there's somebody in this reading who knows that somebody is dealing with somebody from their past who they have a lot of love for. It's there. It's there. I don't know. And three's a crowd, is what I'm saying. I would be afraid to take this risk too. I would be afraid to invest in this too. There's more for you if you decide to move on, though. There's something better for you if you decide to move on, but I just feel like, let me see something. Sometimes we get, I just feel like this person is blocking your manifestations. If you are trying to make things work with this person, the Two of Cups is in the reverse, Chariot in the reverse. This person is giving to two different situations. But I do see you putting your foot down with this person and detaching from them. Maybe it's when you realize, like, damn, I could have been, or I could have had, or I shouldn't have told him no, or I shouldn't have told her no, or whatever. You know what I mean? So you may end up not talking to this person anymore this week after you see, it could be a Virgo. But I do see you moving on, like seeing something though. You're seeing it. Ooh, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance, Death. It's like you're not finna block my blessings no more, is what I'm getting. Wealthy man in the reverse. Maybe they didn't have as much as they said they have, or as they came off to have, or whatever. The number 4 could be significant, or the number 2. Wealthy man in the reverse. You're moving on from whoever it is. Because maybe they lied. I feel like they were lying to you. Or there's like this one thing they just wouldn't tell you. And it was that was the one thing that would have resolved everything. Or either brought closure to the situation. Or that would have... You would have let them come back if they had just told you that one thing. But they didn't. And so you like... F it. I can't do it no more. So you're just going to make whatever you want happen to happen at this point. Seven of Wands, Judgment. When they come back your way, you're going to tell them where to go. Ooh. And it's because of her. It's because they started talking to her again. The Queen of Wands. I feel like you've learned a big lesson. This person has... They care about this other person, Gemini. I'm sorry. They are not who you thought they were. And you just... You're over it. House. Somebody could be moving. Ooh, you could be kicking somebody out of your house after a fight, okay? I'm telling you, they started another connection, but I'm going to get off of that, Gemini. So whoever that person was that you felt like they were stuck on, they're still stuck on that person. And I feel like somebody may be moving or getting kicked out of the house. Or maybe I don't know, something about a house this week, Gemini. And you're definitely not letting them come back to yours, is what I'm saying. You want to go explore your options, then go do that. But you won't be able to explore your options and be here. Something like that. Be kind to yourself, Gemini. Let the situation be. Let it be this week, you know. You try to pour your heart out to somebody and I just feel like, yeah, don't give nobody more than it's worth. You know what I mean? Don't allow yourself to get stuck in this chapter either. I used to hate when my boyfriend said, let it be, let it be, let it be. Way back. I was in my 20s. But there's nothing more true. There's nothing more true that he could have said to me. Let it be. Take it easy on yourself. The show will go on without you if you decide to stay stuck on something that's not for you. You know what I mean? Cancer. Oh shit, Gemini, hold on. Yeah, be the shit starter, Gemini. Protest, start a revolution, okay? It's time for you to go deeper with something. We could be dealing with Scorpio. But it's time for you to stand up for yourself or say whatever it is that you got to say. And then look for something that serves that deeper part of you. Or maybe it's something that you need to go deeper with. Like if you've been used to a lot of like surfacey, never really going past the surface type of relationships. Or maybe if the relationships in your life just feel, you know, it's time to go deeper with something in your life. Cancer. 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 Some of you are not being flexible enough. There's something that's not, I don't feel like it's going to lead to the commitment that you're looking for. Or if you're looking for one. Maybe you're the one who's like, I'm not marrying you. Could be that. But I feel like you need to, if you look around at your options right now and you wouldn't settle down with any of them. I know. It's kind of like, oh, but I'm bored. Oh, but what, you know, I know. But you know what comes after that. There's something that hasn't ended. You gotta open up broaden your horizons, honey. Whatever this is, could be a Leo, could be a Scorpio. Strong Leo, strong Scorpio, a little Sag here. Cancer, stop. You know they're not good enough, or you know this the situation, not necessarily the person. You know what I mean? Everybody's good enough for somebody. You know, but it's like the person or the situation. It's like, come on, Cancer. I'm sorry. I gotta heat up my coffee. It's like a certain way of living that you're accustomed to, is what I'm hearing. But is it what you want, though? Like I said, if you look through all of your little contacts, your little things, Cancer. That you've been juggling. Okay, let's just put that out there. There's some fine Cancers out here who've been juggling. Okay. And you're not getting enough of any of them. Like, maybe if you put them all together, it wouldn't be enough. You know what I mean? Is it time to clean the slate? Is it time to switch it up? Because the Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's time for you to boss up. You know? What is it that you want? Stop worrying about this little shit that ain't going nowhere. Then y'all not getting married. Y'all not... The sex is good. It's fun. Whatever. But no. It's the Knight of Cups. All these little romantic, you know, woo-woo-woo. And you know it's time to go. The High Priestess and the Chariot. Codependent relationships, lies, deception, cheating. All these things that you clearly see that have mirrored back to you the ways that maybe you want to change yourself, that have mirrored back to you, ooh, maybe some things you didn't like. It could be also some things that made you feel better. I feel like you get distracted every time you go back to whatever it is. Do you really want to be there? Or do you want to allow yourself to heal so this next thing can come in? Because it really don't come in until we make a clear decision. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You know what I mean? Really. But that's not easy, especially when... You know how you know you ain't getting what you deserve, but it's like, ooh. But this one does that, and that one does this, and bop, 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 bop. I get it. But, adjudication. There may be a message or concern that comes in this week that, I don't want to say forces... Or there may be a decision that concerns you this week that may cause some I don't know. So it could be something about someone traveling as well. But you know what, though? That's what it is. What's this? So if you do... Okay, wait. So there could be something that you find out. It could be a bit burdensome for you. Let's see. It could also be like, you know what? I'm way better off on my own, just sitting over here chilling and being abundant and fine and, you know, painting my toenails or whatever. You could clearly see that somebody who's coming back towards you is lying about something, okay? There's something that they're not communicating to you, and you're going to turn them down because of that. I don't know what that's about, okay? Knight of Wands. Nobody finna deal with it. It's a fuck boy or fuck girl. It's a fuck person. And you need to stop being in denial about it. It's not going to be a commitment. It's just like one of those unclosed chapters that you need to move on from. Y'all just got, I don't know, unfinished business, but the love is unrequited, Cancer. But you know that, though, because you're sitting here like the Empress, and it's just going to dawn on you like, I ain't got to do shit with none of y'all. La la la. I love that. I love that. Me and my girlfriend, I'm talking about when I tell you the struggles, not only in America, but in Europe, child, everywhere. If y'all sat down and heard some of our stories, you'd be like, honey, are you okay? And so now we're at this point where we're like, la la la. If it don't feel like la la la, I don't want it. Because I do my job. We do that well. I have my friends, you know, but when it comes, we have a choice of the people that we keep in our life, in our space. And when you really sit down and evaluate, well, when I think about what it is that I actually want, and then I look at what I actually have in front of me, and then you look at, you know, because I was just thinking about this earlier, I don't know why, but I have a Monstera Deliciosa, and it's a really big, beautiful plant, okay? And I bought it when she was just a baby. And now I could have, you know, treated it like shit and not done anything with it or not watered it or whatever, but now it's growing big and beautiful. But when I was in the store, I really took my time picking which one I wanted, which one stood out to me, which one had potential. You know what I mean? Enough potential, the right type of potential for me to go for it. You know what I mean? And I saw the one that I saw. I picked that one and I watered my plant. That's what you're going to have to do in this situation. Either that or don't buy no plant. You can sleep all day. You can buy it tomorrow. Wait till next month. Wait till you go on that fancy trip you want to go on and pick out a plant there. And you can clip it and put it in a little bag of water, wrap it up, and they'll let you take it on a plane. I have gone through TSA with a plant clipping. And then you can take it home, you can propagate it, you can plant it, and you can water it and watch it grow into something beautiful. That's what, because I mean, it's like when we're picking romantic partners, the person ain't gonna show up perfect. So I feel like y'all got a lot of options. Okay. Or there may be somebody in your life who had a lot of options. Somebody's gonna have to make a choice or not. that's just I feel like that's the thing, and I feel like you are strong enough to walk away from whatever whatever is not serving you. You're strong enough to detach and walk away from it. I feel like you seek the healing. I feel like you're letting go of any control, you know, that you may have had, that pull that we have. Sometimes we want shit to go our way. Choose what it is that you would like to water, Cancer. And if you don't want to water it, don't. Wait till you go to Cancun and get you a plant clipping and then take that home and water it. You know what I mean? But either way, whatever you choose, you're going to have to water it. And they're going to have to water you. And if you're not watering them or they're not watering you, then don't expect too much. That's just the way I look at it. You know? May I know that like a flower, I am worthy of love without effort. Everybody's worthy of love without having to do too much. You know what I mean? Love is, because think about it, the person who does and does and does and does and does, they end up feeling used because you don't have to do all that for love. Love is free. You know what I mean? When I started doing less in relationships, I actually started receiving more. Now, I'm not saying, you know, fuck off on people and just not come through for people or something like that, but I don't have to earn your affection. And you know what I mean? If somebody like you, honey, you won't have to guess. You won't have to. It's really too easy. Love ye one another as I have loved you. I will no longer harbor any resentment, hatred, or bitterness in my heart towards you at all. So this may just be about you forgiving, you know, whoever did it in the past. I send you love anyway, and learning that you are worthy of love if you believe that you are. Something like that, Cancer. Some of you may have been dealing with a Leo. It's time for you to create like a new crown for yourself. You know what I mean? I'm not saying wear your pain like a badge of honor. Not that that's a terrible thing. It's like, no, okay. I'm not saying wear your pain as a badge of honor, but like transmute it into something beautiful. You know what I mean? Just because I attracted fuck boys or fuck girls, you know, in this season of my life doesn't mean that's what I have to do in the next season. I could change something about me and start attracting something totally different, totally better, whatever. I've been talking too long. Go wild, Cancer. Just do whatever you want. within the law and all of that. Don't get in trouble. But just like, stop being what everybody else expects you to be. The only way that you're truly going to, the only way they're going to write a book about you is if you are unorthodox. Okay? Just do whatever. Leo. Ooh. Leo. Some of y'all may be low-key this week. Be careful of somebody who is not who you think they are. Or there may be somebody that they have in the background. You know what I mean? There may be a masculine... Okay. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to slow down. Leo. Great love is worth it. It's worth taking the steps that you are guided to take. Guided to take. I don't know why I felt the need to emphasize that part. Be careful that somebody is not playing mind games with you or running a lot of hot air. Be careful not to be doing that to someone else. I do feel like there's something that you're choosing maybe not to, let's see. Yeah. Oh my God. You're choosing to, okay, that's what it was. Scratch the mind game. Some of you could have been dealing with somebody who was playing mind games. Could have been an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. I feel like that's something that you're moving away from. Okay. I feel like you're definitely not looking back at something else. And I feel like you're going to fight for something that actually does make you happy. There could have been a younger fire sign that you were dealing with, or just like a younger person that you were dealing with. They could have been a little sexy ting, but it was more, I don't know, you just don't want it. Whatever that is like, it's a conflict that you don't want in your life. And there's another situation that you've been grieving about. You know, it's like, I want to talk to this person again. I want to fight for this person again. So I'm seeing reconciliation here. And I'm seeing you come in with an energy of, I'm better. I don't even know why I said that. Or it's like, or there's somebody here. Oh, you want the pre-empress. Whoever this single person is, whoever this person, they're doing well. They may have a monstera in their house. This sticks out to me. So if you recognize those leaves, that's the Monstera deliciosa. Could be a man, because the peacock represents, I don't know if that's the male or the female. Yeah, that's the feather. It could be a male who's very pretty. He could be very abundant as well, but very emotionally unavailable. But he comes off very analytical, like smart guy, or cold, aloof. And that's why shit didn't work, because somebody's emotions just were like, where are you? I feel like somebody resents that too. It could be a feminine. It could have been the reason why things didn't work. But I don't feel like that's... I feel like that's with the one that makes you happy. Honestly. Maybe that was the history between the two of you. Somebody just... Somebody just like... I know you love me. Jesus Christ. Something like that. We got this could be the one. You've already met them. You've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Somebody adores this person. I feel like a lot of people like this girl. Look at him. He's just all over her. It's shameless. It's innocent. Whatever the connection is, it could be the one. He really, like, he adores her. And I like this because in Gemini's reading, I was like, ooh, somebody's looking at somebody else. But his focus is on her. There's no one even around. There may be people who talking shit about it in the background, but they're alone here. They have an innocent, it's like a sweetness to this connection. Don't run across those all the time. This person like melts away your anxieties, but there's a lot of holding back of emotion here, or like repressed. It's like I've tried to stop thinking about you, but damn the Ten of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you're the one for me, something like that. Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles is here, but the Five of Cups is here. Why? It's like I've been trying to feel better ever since you moved on. I've been trying to switch my focus around. I'm trying not to talk to you, but the truth is, I want to talk to you. Eight of Wands. It's like, but you, whoever this feminine energy is like, wait. Wait. Is anything different from the last reason I had to kick you out of my house? Like, are you just having this sudden burst of energy again? Were you bored? Is anything going to be different this time? Or are we just biding time? I don't know. Like, don't just come over here whenever you're feeling all watery and romantic. You know what I mean? Something's not enough. So, somebody, it's like, I tried to look back. I tried to not look back. I tried to go accept a new opportunity, but and nothing was as exciting. I look at you as temptation because you might be fine, make a lot of money, whatever. I've been trying to figure out what makes me happy. Nothing else has sparked me the way that this particular person has. I feel unfinished business. I feel like I love this person. This person is also my friend. But there are insecurities. There's indecision, which means ain't shit happening. You know. Strength card. What you gonna do, Leo? What you gonna put your intuition to? What's been hitting in your intuition? What the hell am I trying to say? What? It's going to take a lot of strength to move towards whatever it is. And it's not going to be easy. Okay? It's going to require work, focus, attention, things that you like, right, Leo? You like when somebody puts that into you, okay? Or cross-watcher, whoever I'm talking to. But you know you're going to have to take a leap of faith on this one. Could be a Pisces or an Aries that you're dealing with as well. But you want them. Y'all ain't been talking, or maybe somebody been quiet here. But I'm seeing that somebody realizing that, damn, the more this person focuses on themselves and tells me that this ain't going nowhere and rejects me. Oh my God. It's like the more I want them. So we got the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, though. I just feel like maybe this feminine energy feels like somebody has, like, I'm gonna glow up, throw it in your face, like, yeah. It could be Aries. It's like the more she rejects me, the more I want her. There's something about it could be sunset. The last sun rays of the day could be significant. Random. Okay, Leo. We got imprisonment and false person. Somebody could be in a... It's like that one thing somebody's not telling nobody, and that's what's keeping them stuck. That's what's keeping them trapped in some situation. It's that one thing. And if we let that go, then we'll have the strength to move forward and say and do whatever it is, or have this new start with somebody, because the star says that you want it. The star says you don't want it to be over. The star says commitment, the Hierophant. What's throwing it off is something that somebody's going to have to walk away from, which they've probably been lying about. Okay? And meanwhile, this other person is sitting over here like, I'll wait. Because I'm not coming over there. Because I know there's something that you're not telling me. There's something like that. I'm thinking about it. It hit my brain a few times. And it makes me feel like, no, I'm not finna get back into this with you, because I still feel like you're, I don't know. It's like you still didn't show up the way that I needed you. Something still ain't clicking in place here. And this Empress, she knows. He or she knows that. And I'm not going against my intuition. I'm not putting a whole bunch of, effort into something that ain't putting a whole bunch of effort into me. Something like that. I see the truth. And I see that it's something that you're not telling me, or something. It's something in the communication. Could have to do with work. Could have to do with some emotional attachment from the past. Whatever it is that got me kind of shielding my heart. You know the answer better than I know the answer. But I feel that there's an answer to what I'm feeling. And until that answer comes out of your mouth. No. Something like that. I hope that makes sense. False person, moon card. Honey, you could be dealing with Pisces or Cancer. Somebody knows something's not right here. Three of Swords, Fool in reverse, Knight of Wands. Bottom line is, I don't know if it's a third party in the sense of somebody still dealing with an ex or cheating or whatever. I don't even think that, or it could be third party situation that happened in the past, which is why somebody's afraid to take this chance again. Because you cannot just ride in and ride out and blow me a whole bunch of hot air. Somebody's done investing in something that's just been way too shaky. Somebody could wear low riders. Something about low ride, or their car could sit low. Like somebody's car sits lower to the ground. When you plant a seed, Leo, it cannot grow without rain. So there's something here. It could be working. Like if you feel like you missed out on an opportunity, or is there something here that's not moving forward, that could have been, oh man, it actually was the Ten of Cups. I feel like if there's some leap of faith that you're taking, Leo. And I see you resolving some sort of conflict, or eliminating some competition for somebody who you find to be, or that finds you to be very stable, or that stabilizes them in a way. I also feel like this person, I don't know, the feminine energy feels like the masculine is, I'm telling you, she's standing her ground until it's like, I'm not coming over there. Much as I love you, much as all of this, I'd rather be single than to feel like I'm being lied to again. And the thing is, the situation, if you have to walk away from this never knowing what it could have been, Leo, just know that this chapter in your life is a dot. And life is connect the dots. Just trust that whatever you learn from this chapter of your life is going to connect you to the next dot, which is going to connect you to the next dot. Because everything in this life is what the hell am I saying? Interconnected. You connect the dots. It leads you to your destiny, right? This is a major dot in your life. It is and it always has been perfect. You're going to have to feel whatever this pain is, whatever this rain is, whatever this storm is. And I feel like it's going to serve as this African proverb that I'm about to read you. If a fish comes from the bottom of the river, and this was Leo that gave me this proverb, okay? If a fish comes from the bottom of the river and tells you that there's a shark down there, believe him. Ten of Swords, Knight of Cups in the reverse. You're going to realize that something was unrequited anyway. As much love as you have for someone is as much heartbreak that may be attached to this person. And if you did this person wrong, or whoever did the other person wrong, karma. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, if the situation, it's like, damn. You know what I mean? It's like, yes, this person could very well be the one for you, right? But there's some sort of karma that plays out in the midst of this. The song that's playing right now is called Sloppy Seconds. Yikes, right? Oh, y'all got bitch fire. Stand up for yourself, Leo. And we have go for it. Aries. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries, right? Stand up for yourself. Why do I feel like you need to pay attention to the little nuances in this situation? Pay attention to the small things. There may be something that you're missing. Something about karma. And karma lets you know what you've been doing. So whatever is hitting you right now, think back. Whatever hits you this week, think back and say, damn, I did that. I did do that. Or it's going to be vice versa. Whatever you hit somebody with this week, it's going to be like, ooh, damn, I can't, yeah. Yeah, that doesn't feel good. So maybe I'll do better next time. Or if I get a chance with this person, I'll do better by them. Or if I when I move on to the next opportunity, I'll do better in that situation. There's something like that here. Virgo. Ooh. Okay. Virgo. I feel like you have a lot in common with someone. Like maybe you two have the same religious beliefs. This could be somebody you think about a lot. This could be somebody, I don't know if they disappointed you or there was some disappointment between the two of you. And I feel like the less communication that was happening, the more this person was in your head or vice versa. Maybe there was, maybe you even started to move on, you know. So it's like you became single or you became independent of this energy and now there's a sense of like a return that's happening. Maybe I had to go and heal first. Maybe I had to heal from, I don't know, abandonment issues. Maybe I had to heal my financial situation or get to a point where I could, you know, really have a foot in the, or what do they call it? A foot in this fight? A leg in this race? Whatever I'm trying to say. But I am emotionally attached to this person and I want to resolve things with them. But there's some control issues here in making things work. And the more you try to control the situation, or the tighter you squeeze a situation, if you squeeze a situation too tight, you squeeze anything too tight, it's going to die, right? And it's almost like maybe someone gives so much in their pursuit of something or someone, and it could be to feel better, that it like drains all of their strength to where they just give up on it altogether. Has that been the cycle? It's something feel like a damn Rubik's Cube for somebody. It's like, how do I do this? How do I get you? Something like that. It's like maybe I was in denial that this person was my person, you know? I feel like someone's intuition is telling them that, let me see. This is the person that I want to move forward with. This is the person that I would like to offer something stable to. They make me happy. This is my decision, but will this, it's like as much as I don't want it to end, will it be successful if I come back to this person? Because this person seems to be very guarded. They're guarding their heart right now. And there could possibly be third party, half-truth, non-truths, or one truth that's not quite been talked about. That could be causing some stagnancy here between the two of you, and somebody's worried about it, and it's like, ooh, I don't know if this could work out, right? Or if the foundation is strong enough. What's the Seven of Swords? There's one little thing that could have thrown the two of y'all off, and it could have something to do with somebody walking away from a younger person. Could be an ex. Ooh. I'm telling you, somebody's breaking one person's heart. Wow. To go heal things with somebody that they feel, I messed up a destined or like a stronger connection. It's like this person, it could have, I don't know, twin flame, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? But it's like, this is the person that I desire. Magician, Two of Cups, Nine of Cups. This is my 10th cup. So I'm going to have to go break, heart real quick. Damn. Because I deep down, I'm seeing, it's like, but the masculine is showing up as the King of Pentacles and Cups in the reverse. Somebody was acting like they didn't have feelings. It's like they struggle with this. I want to give you my love, but I also want to bip and bop a little bit. But I also feel like as soon as they do, they regret it. Because they really want to be with you, or you want to be with them. Somebody lost their main female. And when I say main, I do mean main. The main one that they love. Number 2, 4, 24, 42 could be significant to a lot of you. Somebody could be 42 years old. And this main female is not talking to this person. I feel like they fell out. She's not stuck on him anymore because this is Virgo. It's you. It's a male Virgo. Maybe I'm talking about. But the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. It's like he overthinks this reconciliation. It's like to reconcile or to be single. But if I be single, it's like I'm always going to be looking over there like, what if I didn't do that? You know what I mean? Because it's like, yeah, good looking, it's fun. But if somebody 42, No, 42 is not old, for one. Nobody said when you had to get married and settle down. You know what I mean? But I feel like somebody would always be looking over their shoulder like, damn. Did I do the right thing here? Like, as much as somebody's tried to work this out, I feel like this this relationship, I don't know. It's like somebody's not giving enough here. It could lead to commitment. There is love. The feminine energy loves this person, but they feel the need to turn that love inward. As much as they don't want this to end, it's like, man, I feel like they've been truthful about not wanting this to end. They also feel like the masculine energy, either he's not truthful. He's not truthful about something. And like I said, somebody's going to be breaking somebody else's heart in order to move towards what it is that they want, because there's unfinished business here. And somebody feels like they can't wait anymore to come and resolve things. So there may be a sense of like timing here. So it's like, I need to pursue this. But somebody's also really worried about having to eliminate other options as well. But somebody finna lose their main squeeze because they worried about low-hanging fruit, basically. Sometimes if it's not worth, like if it's something that you wouldn't fight for, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be really satisfied with it. And I'm not saying fight for, but I mean like, you know how good it feels when you earn something? Like when you walk across that stage, all them study hours, all the late nights, all the, you know, all the extra shit, all the money you had to pay, all the second, third, fourth jobs you had to work. It's all worth it when you go across that stage. Because, you know, now I can, you know, I've accomplished something. And I feel like whatever this is, it's the same way. It could be long distance between you and someone. And someone could have just not gotten it together in time enough to fix the relationship, so you two could have traveled together or something like that. But somebody's giving up control, and I feel like it's making someone else realize where they've been in denial, because someone stops waiting. Someone starts putting that love into themselves because they were disappointed by this connection. She's no longer the main female, because in some way she feels betrayed, and she was just trying to, I feel like her feeling better is being outside of this connection. There's a lack of trust here. Either the masculine doesn't trust this Queen of Wands, or he's really worried about getting back to her because she is not dealing with it anymore. It is better to, it's better to die trying than thinking that I should have tried. I feel like that's the masculine energy's words. But something about it, let me see. I want to clarify that card. But if they're not trying, though, some of y'all are dealing with an Aries. And I feel like if it's a feminine energy that you're dealing with, or a fire sign, this person, they're not trying. And I feel like because someone is and the other person is just kind of absent from this thing, or already silently giving up, And I feel like it's because she has resentment about either some lies or some things that weren't said. It could have been third party, something like that. But I don't know. It could be for the feminine. It's like, I don't know. But if they're not trying for you, I wouldn't. Be easy, gentle, and joyful this week, Virgo. You can choose sadness, but where does that get you? Do you want to ruin another day? There's only so many that we have. Okay, so if things don't go your way this week, or if there's, I don't know. If this person decides, you know, this isn't what I want to do, don't let it ruin the rest of your week. That's, I don't know. I just feel like that's the energy here. And I feel like it's two different, okay, so for whoever this is, right? I'm seeing someone try to come back towards somebody who either they abandoned or abandoned them, abandoned the connection here. Somebody decided to focus on themselves. There was a lot of regret here. Somebody wants to resolve things. And somebody's not feeling good enough, or like, they're not feeling like this is going to go anywhere, basically. Because of everything that happened in the past. And like I said, it could have been like somebody walked through a door of temptation. Somebody's easily tempted by younger, is what I'm getting. Younger women. And it's like, if you already messed it up, you could choose to be sad about it, or or you could choose to learn from the situation. That's what I'm getting. Be easy this week, Virgo. Be proud of yourself. And confidence takes time. I feel like somebody is dealing with a confidence issue, and I feel like it has something to do with communicating truthfully and honestly with people. And if it has something to, okay, say there's an opportunity that somebody may be missing out on because they're not sure if them showing up as their true, authentic self is enough. Stop that right now. That's what I'm going to say to that. And if that person can't accept you for who you are, now that's not to say if you're like a freaking murderer or like, you know, a psychopath or something. Yeah, you might want to work on that. All right. But what I'm saying is, if you show up as who you are and you're willing to undergo the different healing processes or conflict resolution, whatever, you're willing to undergo the process of being better and creating better for yourself, but you show up as who you are, fuck the rest. Because that's all a person can really ask of you. That's all you can really ask of yourself, is to be able to show up as who you are and be willing to make a few tweaks and adjustments here and there on who you are so that you can grow and evolve into who you're going to be. I don't know. Y'all tell me in the comments. Libra. The song that's playing is called New Love. Libra, we have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Some of you may have been, some of you may not. It may not be happening for you because you're not extending yourself. Or maybe you're extending yourself to what is familiar, and familiar ain't always good. Familiar may be what has you sitting in your feelings or feeling resentful towards somebody. It could be a water sign or Gemini. He still may be dealing with some resentments from the past. Things that you know, invested your time, your energy into. You still may be working on, what are you watering? You're walking away from something else, Libra. I feel like there's something, you're not looking back at those doors of temptation that you used to walk through. I feel like you're coming into a place where you're a lot more stable financially. You're letting go of things and you're feeling better and more confident because of that. There may be somebody that you never quite, excuse me. There may be somebody that you never quite got out of the honeymoon phase with. Or maybe you're about to go take your own honeymoon. You know what I mean? Or maybe there was a lot of moon energy connected to some affair. I say affair. Could be a Scorpio that you're dealing with. This person doesn't communicate well with you. You're not happy about that. Or it's something about their communication. It's a Scorpio for some of you. Something about waiting is here too. 2 of Cups in reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. It's like it hasn't ended, but it's very disappointing, isn't it? Woo! Lovers in the reverse. 10 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. You're not doing it no more because your intuition is telling you that somebody's moving slow because they I just feel like this man, it's a masculine energy here. Could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus in particular. They show up well, but maybe they created some stagnancy in this relationship. It could have been due to a decision that they made. It's something that this person has their eye on. It's something that they want. And it may bring them to a decision. It's like one thing I can't worry about anymore. It could be a breakup. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So somebody's narrowing down their options. It's a masculine energy here. And I feel like for that, or you may feel that, Libra. And so for that, you're kind of taking your offer off of the table. You're afraid to kind of put yourself into this situation anymore. So that's why others stuck out. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Others who have, sometimes you got to wipe the slate clean. You could have been dealing with somebody very childish. And I feel like it could have been like something that it was work dealing with this energy. You know what I mean? I feel like you put in a lot of work with this energy. But I don't see you doing that anymore. You're standing strong on your convictions at this point. And I feel like you feel revived because of it. It's helping you to resolve some things. Not moving forward helps you to resolve some things. And it also may bring this same King of Pentacles back to you. Now they don't want to be stagnant no more. They're done thinking about it now. But they're still showing up as the King of Pentacles in the reverse because there's still a decision that they need to make. And you're standing there like it's too late. You know, you had your shot and now they're pursuing you, but there's something that you feel insecure about when it comes to this person, and it's the same Queen of Wands that keep popping up. Somebody started another relationship. Some of y'all dealing with a Taurus who's dealing with a fire sign, possibly. Your intuition, you knew you were confused. I feel like it clears up the confusion for you, Libra. Or perhaps you got options too. But you were just, it's like whatever confusion, whatever lack of communication, whenever they started talking to you again or stopped talking to you again or whatever that was, Libra, your intuition was already telling you that there's happiness on the other side of whatever this is. The person that you were dealing with, you're breaking yourself free from somebody who still wanted to play the field in whatever case. I feel like this is a romantic thing, Libra. You may not even be talking to this person anymore. It may have really sent you into a place of worry when this person's communication fell off with you. Scorpio energy is here again. You may have found out about this person's unfaithfulness. There's a connection between this person and someone else. They have a weakness for an Aries or a Cancer. It could be a Leo here as well, but there's third party energy here, Libra. And I feel like you're putting an end to it. And don't be too hard on yourself. Honey, if we knew better, we would do better, and now we know. The more you know. So I see you letting go. I also see you, the more you take your focus off of whatever this is, the better you feel. The less you invest, the better you feel. And it's like a soft breeze, isn't it, Libra? It's like, ouch, but it's like, what's next? You know what I mean? Because whoever this is, whoever this earth sign or whoever's been showing up in your readings lately, them and their fire sign. You know what I mean? Oh, wow. Look at that. Where focus goes, energy flows, Libra. Is the card I'm looking at. Okay. So where do you want your energy? This woman is alone in this picture. She found her own closure. She's balancing her own finances. She's got it on her own. It's like she had to find her center. And by way of that, she had to move on. She had to give herself some room with the Three of Wands. Your ships are coming in, Libra. But there may have been a situation that you had to go through that shined a light on some things about you. Okay? Maybe some inner conflicts that you were dealing with. Or what you were taking on with this connection. I feel like you couldn't truly see the person that was pursuing you. A lot of conversations with this person. This person may have been like a wooer, you know what I mean? They were very good looking. They may have said, oh, I'm looking for a wife. But it's the part of them that's like so debonair that has you like afraid to put your heart into this. You may realize that this person, I'm telling you, you lost hope when the communication slowed down. The communication slowed down because somebody's focus shifted. You saw that. Or maybe this is something. Okay. I'm telling you, somebody, it's like the way they were communicating with you shifted. Maybe they stopped coming by your house. Or they just, whatever it was, it caused confusion within a home, a family situation, or a relationship with you and someone. And you just don't want to be the third wheel, do you? So, you found out something about this person, and it's connected to someone from this person's past. They went back to someone. That's why their focus shifted. They may have even said, there may have been a conversation, and it may be a conversation that this person lets you know that they've been holding on to two, and they're going to have to make a choice in order to balance the scales. So somebody's feelings going to get hurt because, you know, somebody's going to end up being a missed opportunity because, I mean, in some situations you can have your cake and eat it too, but in love, when it comes to people's heart, feelings, and emotions and things like that, I was just telling my niece and her boyfriend, you know what I mean? When I met them over in London, I told him, I said, you know, my niece's papa, this man is obsessed with his grass, okay? He would get out there with scissors to make sure that, I mean, he'll be on his knees making sure that it's, you know what I mean? And then he'll stand in front of his lawn, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, this is mine. But his lawn is the most perfect lawn in the whole neighborhood because he waters his own grass. And I was telling my niece's boyfriend, I said, because when we were in London, we passed by, I mean, we saw all of the, you know, the queen, the royal, the castles and palaces and all that kind of stuff. And we looked over and we were like, ooh, look at that grass. You know what I mean? I wonder how much they get paid to make that grass look absolutely perfect. right? So think of yourself as the grass. We always say the grass is greener on the other side. The grass is greener where you water it. And if this person wasn't watering your lawn and your lawn looking dry and desolate, and then somebody else comes over and say, I think I can do something with that lawn, let them. You know what I mean? Because if the grass wasn't greener, the grass is greener over there because somebody's watering it. The grass looks good over there because somebody's taking care of it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, water your own grass. And if your grass ain't being watered, then you water it and you make it look appetizing to somebody who owns a lawn care business. I may have stretched that analogy out too far, but you do not have friends. You do not have enemies, Libra. You have teachers. And this may have just been one of those lessons that you had to learn, okay? While it's not your fault, it is your responsibility to heal from whatever the situation is. This person still wanted to do whatever they wanted to do, and you're putting your foot down about it at this point. It's not your fault, but you have to heal from this person and their person. Because I don't feel like you're the the Queen of Wands or the King of Cups. It's not your fault, but you got to heal from it, Libra, so that you don't carry shit into your next chapter that you don't want to be there. You found out about these two, okay? And the thing about it is, whenever this person would come back to you, or the communication would slow down, or whatever the fickle shit that your intuition was chiming off about. Here's an old Jamaican proverb. I think it's a proverb. I don't know. You can't give puss but if you carry, honey. You can't. You can't keep giving them. Like, you can't give you can't give a dog a bone and think he not going. You can't keep giving them your pearls, your gifts. You can't keep giving them your ass or your penis, and thinking that they're gonna do something different with it this time. Something like that. You know what I mean? They show you who you are, believe it. Sign, seal, and deliver their ass back to the streets. Something like that. Libra. Libra. Scorpio. You have to paint the sun back into your own sky, Libra. Reveal what needs to be seen. I feel like it will be revealed to you. It could be about a Scorpio. The number 11 could be significant to you. The sun is here as well. Sun and the moon, Pisces, Cancer, Leo, Scorpio. The number 11. Some of you could be painters. Some of you could be very creative. Some of you could be short and have like a ladder or a step stool in your house or something like that. But Libra, it's time to rewrite your story without this person in it. Okay. I love you, Libra. So, who's next? Scorpio. Let's see, because I feel like they're finna continue Libra's story. And the thing about it, Libra. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. We got separation, Scorpio. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. I feel like a lot of you are letting go of a past life relationship. Or there may be someone new coming into your life. What's this separation about? Maybe you have been separated from someone, but there's unfinished business between the two of you. Someone may have just made a choice to feel better. Feeling better may be, I need to put, if I work on me, if I put this focus on me, then I'll feel better about me, right? Is it so that I can return? There's something that's undone here. There's a relationship that maybe we moved on from. Maybe the masculine kind of, he got indecisive, so he was like, I don't know. He kind of pulled back, isolated himself because there was something else that hadn't ended that he went back to. This is a continuation of Libra's story. The song that's playing is You Make Me Wanna. You make me want to lead a one-on-one with and start a new relationship with you. I feel like that's who the person is going back to. Okay, past life relationship in the reverse. Somebody still has hope for this. Okay. And I feel, oh, this is Libra's story. Okay. Things didn't move. Wow. Wow. Things didn't move forward because this masculine was, he wasn't emotionally available. He was distracted because there was something in his feelings. It could be a Pisces or who? Pisces or Cancer. Three of Swords. Still dealing with some heartbreak, possibly of somebody else he hurt. Something was being done wrong here, or someone. And someone, it's like, I know I can't keep going like this. I know it can't keep going on. It's not going to work if it continues like this. Something has to be resolved, a trust issue or something. Here's the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands again. Both in the reverse. There was a decision that was made when it came to the air sign, the Queen of Swords. I feel like it was done poorly. I feel like the communication wasn't what it was supposed to be. And I feel like there's someone who chose to reconnect with the Queen of Wands, possibly to no avail. Okay? Or possibly because they were not getting this person's attention anymore and this person wasn't doing anything about it, you know? What's the energy between these two queens? Curious. These two queens may know each other. Ooh. They may have been each other's insecurity in between, as it pertains to this king. Something like that. Could be a Taurus in the middle of all this. But there's somebody here who took their emotions out of the picture once they found out the truth. Scorpio. What is happening? Some of you may like gelato. Some of you may live in Europe. This is a big thing here. There's one person. It's like, this is the one that makes me happy. This is the one I want to put my focus on, but I worry. I worry about them finding out something, or I worry about making the wrong decision or moving forward with the right person, something like that. If you're stuck in a situation like that, don't move forward with anybody right now. Figure out what it is that you want to do. Somebody gonna get hurt. Let's just, you know. But I really feel like it's to no avail. Because whatever is being done, or whatever choice that somebody is looking to make, was built on a lie. And, you know, so there's the crossroads. Somebody's going to have to go. Who am I going to have to walk away from? Three of Cups in reverse, Hierophant in reverse. The High Priestess says, somebody feels selfish. Who am I talking to? Scorpio. Somebody been dancing back and forth between two people. And when I'm not happy, I look over here. I go look over there. Juggling. It's caused conflict. Possibly with a Libra, or it's like some kind of conflict has to come to an end. So there's a leap of faith here that needs to be taken. I'm telling you, Cancer, Capricorn, not Cancer. It could be a Cancer. Libra, Capricorn, Aries energy is here. There's somebody who's detaching from one thing that doesn't bring them the most joy or excitement or turn them on like that, because they still have hope. Possibly for an Aquarius. Somebody's making a decision though. I'm detaching from that which I have not allowed to end, that which kind of made me like that unfaithful person, or that kept me from taking action. Somebody may be taking time to themselves in order to contemplate a connection that actually means a lot more to them. This could be an ex, could be a air sign. It could be this Libra where things have hit this point of stagnancy. It's not growing with the Libra. Something is here. This could be a Libra or Taurus. There's a relationship that's not growing. I'm seeing someone who wants to take a leap of faith, but they're being quiet about it, or they've meditated a lot. It's like, I know what the truth is at this point, what I want, but it's going to take me telling the truth, and there's somebody who's not. It's like I'm holding back from doing that part, though. Maybe it would just be easier to be single. You know what I mean? Like, these situations are tricky. Some of you could have spent Christmas in Paris, or it could be like your dream to do so. I think I was talking to somebody about bucket lists, and I just think I'm gonna, you know, freak the bucket list. Just start living your life. You know, I could say, oh yeah, when I'm 40, I want to do bop, 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 bop. I mean, you better do it now. You better do it as soon as you can. You know what I mean? Nothing's guaranteed. Why is poverty here? The number 10 could be significant. Sometimes when you are not willing to make a decision, when you're not willing to sit down and look at yourself, willing to do whatever it takes to feel better, willing to do whatever it is to become weightless, sometimes we try to hold on to everything, or we're being too nice to say how it is that we really feel, when your success is in not being indecisive anymore about your life, about your desires. There's a masculine here who ain't ready to commit, just period. I feel like he's trying to deal with his temptations, things like that. Maybe him being at this crossroads or keeping someone waiting too long has caused them to guard their heart, but there's still hope for this. There's a very strong connection here. Somebody's fantasizing about reconnecting. Somebody's fantasizing about reconnecting with you, or you them. But someone is not willing to invest if the actions are not lining up with the words, or it's like, if it's not a consistent, decisive, you know what I mean? Somebody's been very ghosty, fickle, in and out, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't stable, period. Whatever this is. So somebody's like, I'm not even worried about a relationship with you anymore because where you been? Something like that. Someone could have been thinking about somebody that they work with, or I don't know. I feel like somebody's not getting what they want, or they've been in like this mindset of poverty, or it's like something about not getting what you want because somebody's not making a decision. So it could be a feminine energy who is now afraid to make a new start with this person, because I'm feeling better just doing me. I feel like that's the feminine. So this masculine, I feel like now he's really worried about making a decision and narrowing down, you know, and getting out of, I don't know, kind of untangling himself from a web of lies, possibly, because he feels unfinished business with a connection that he did not properly water. He or she, whatever. Somebody can have satin sheets. But I do see a return this week, Scorpio. The feminine here, I'm telling you though, either she's unrequited love or she feels like the masculine is. He's insecure about where this thing could go to, even if they do reconnect, but he still wants to. But I feel like him progressing towards this feminine is just make her guard herself even more. We can only assign value or judgment to a thing which creates a positive or a negative emotion. So, let's see. Maybe it was a thing of someone judging you know, judging a book by its cover. Sometimes judging a book by its cover is relative. You may have judged this person in a moment where they weren't at their best. You know what I mean? First impressions are not everything, actually. You know what I mean? Sometimes they are because you never run across this person again, but this somebody you know already. You know what I mean? And whatever judgment you assign and whatever feeling or result you get from that, it's really on us. So it may be like a situation where somebody may have misjudged the situation, or maybe the way they were judging the situation is what caused their own confusion. And this could have been tied to past stuff, but our thoughts about things are only comprised of past things because you can't think in the future. So everything that you're thinking is based on something you've already been through. You know what I'm saying? So maybe try to clean the slate a little bit. There's a no here when it comes to this feminine energy. I feel like either this person makes you feel some kind of way, like it weakens your strength, or they may feel that way about you. And so for that, they're taking a leap of faith out of here. Because I'm not going to deal with your indecision. That's just that on that. Somebody knows that they need to stop putting, you know, it's like if I continue to invest in this situation, I'm going to get my heart broken, and I'm actually doing pretty good on my own. Something like that. So there may be a no as it pertains to a Queen of Cups. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. Something like that. Scorpio. Scorpio. Forgive. Maybe a Pisces that you need to forgive, but work on forgiveness. You have earned all of your stripes. Whatever this chapter of your life that, you know, whatever this week brings. Don't get caught up in the fairy tale. I feel like maybe a lot of people got caught up in a fairy tale, but it's like, I don't know, create your own fairy tale. Some of you may have been dealing with Leo or Pisces, like I said. But learn, I don't know, something about walking in forgiveness this week. Because sometimes that lack of forgiveness, it clouds our judgment when it comes to, you know, somebody who might not be that bad. Something like that. So, how long was that? Let's just say. Who's next? Sagittarius. Sag. Okay, for some of you, it could be, you know, okay, for some of you, it could be a situation where you need to stop listening to certain friends. For others of you, you didn't listen to the people that you were supposed to listen to. That main person could have been you. And I feel like, I don't know. Why is this here? I thought I could handle it. Something was supposed to happen. But I feel like the more you try to add this into your schedule or into your life, the more you try to juggle this, or the longer you waited to make a decision about whatever this is, the more the resentment grew. I don't know if this is denial, but I see you choosing to take your heart out of something, Sagittarius. Something has broken. I want to say something has broken you. Okay. It could be a very special connection that you had with someone. I don't feel like this was something that you took lightly. I feel like this is someone that you know, but you don't trust this person anymore. Codependency is in the reverse. you're taking time to, I don't know, I'm hearing deactivate your emotions for someone. You are detaching from someone, and it's by way of not putting any more energy into it. I feel like you don't put on your poker face when it comes to this King of Pentacles. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. You're moving on from this person. There's a pathway that is closed between you and this person. The love was unrequited. And I see you getting over just somebody who made you very, I feel sad. I feel sad. It didn't work. Capricorn energy is here again. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. It's like you found out that somebody was not who they said they was. And I feel like it's taking a lot of strength for you to walk away from whatever this is, but it's clearly not giving back to you that which you were putting into it. Something like that. So it's like, damn, Ace of Cups, Ten of Cups, but I can't look back at this anymore. I can't move forward with this, Eight of Cups. I feel like every time you think about going back to this, or your emotions start pulling you back to this, you think about the truth of the matter, which is you need to coast your ass away from this drama, or whatever this is, this person, you know. Choose you, Sagittarius. Choose you. You realize that this person is bip bopping, okay? A ghoster. Distracted. Between you and somebody else or whomever. Inconsistent. Words ain't matching up with the actions. Actions ain't matching up with the words. Emotionally unavailable. You see it. You see it at this point. Of course you guys were connected. You're very attractive. And I feel like you're taking your stance. You're making a decision to not allow yourself to feel bad about this anymore. And to, you know, take your feelings out of it, because you're not going to sit here and lie to me, cheat on me, this and that. So you're disconnecting from someone. We got despair. It may leave this person in despair, honestly. Because now you're in this Empress energy. You're enjoying. Maybe you're putting more energy back into yourself. You're not communicating with this person as much. Facials, working out, skincare routines, whatever it is that you're focused on, you're not chasing them anymore. Thank God. Okay? Stop it. We got the Temperance here. Three of Wands in reverse. Done. World card. Chariot. King of Wands, what is he talking about? Well, here for a good time, not a long time. You know what I mean? They just, it's closing time. It's closing time, honey. He was fine. Okay. Sex was good. Okay. A lot of good sex out here. Lots. Believe you me. Okay. I feel the need to tell you guys to travel, Sagittarius. Don't wait to burn the nice candles. Don't wait, you know, till you're 40 or you're 50 to take that grand trip. Just start doing shit. Y'all like to get out and do you anyway. And the Sagittarius, I know, they're very loyal. Ooh, Lord Jesus. Y'all will tie yourself down before they tie you down. You know what I mean? The Sagittarius that I know. Now, there are some who are like, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog, I'm a dog. And then the ones I kind of like partying with. Those are the ones who end up being my friends. But also, I'm very close to the ones who end up getting crushed. Because he said he was gonna, or she said it was this or that. And, you know. The codependency in the reverse, maybe not listening to certain friends, or go ahead and taking heed to the advice that some friends have given you. It may be the vibe this week, Sagittarius, because there's somebody here who is just simply not worth the time and energy. If you don't build your own dreams, someone will hire you to help them build theirs. So it's time for you to start focusing on what you want. Okay? And you have to Be like God. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the hell do you mean be like God? Be like nature. You know, nature doesn't force. You know, think about it. This plant, where are my plants? It started off, you know, I bought this, I don't know, maybe a month ago now. It was probably like 3 leaves on it. And then I put some water on it. I set it over here and I forgot about it. And now it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know what I mean? But nature's gonna do what it do anyway. So this is about getting into the flow. Because even if I could not water this for a long time. I sat it outside and maybe it rains and something's still gonna happen with this, you know what I mean? So don't force. Something about without force, being in the flow. Don't swim upstream, and be careful of the conversations that you have with people this week. Maybe that let your friends help you in the reverse is like, stop talking to people about your shit or something like that. Your conversation is the content of your destiny. So be very careful what you allow to come out of your mouth. Watch your thoughts this week and keep getting into that energy of, I'm worth it. I'm better than this. You know what I mean? I'm going to learn from this. And ain't nothing wrong with me for caring about somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with me for, believing in somebody. The only thing that's wrong with you is when you stop catering and believing in yourself because you're putting all your energy on this person who's not putting that energy back into you. Something like that. That's the only way that it becomes wrong. But you're not wrong for loving someone. So don't ever feel like that. Okay, Sagittarius. That's one of the strongest things that you can do. Some of you may have been dealing with the Aries. Work through your feelings and do not doubt your worth. Period. You are always enough. You're worthy of love without having to go out your way. You know what I mean? This plant didn't tell me to choose it. I just chose it, and I said, well, I'm gonna water you, and I'm gonna, wipe the dust off your leaves for the photosynthesis and all that shit, and we're gonna see what happens. But I chose that. The plant didn't have to do nothing but sit there and be $3.99. And me with my loving self said, I'll take it, and I'll love you, and I'll name you, and I'll call you this. You know what I mean? But I damn sure ain't waiting to be chosen, or you know what I mean? It's like just something like that, Sag. I'm gonna move on to who? Yeah, Capricorn? I don't know. I don't know. Capricorn! I just heard the fun that's been sucked out of a situation. It's not fun anymore. Something's not fun anymore, Capricorn. Because it's like, either should I do this, or why isn't this happening? It could be a decision. Somebody may be bringing something to a stop this week, letting go. It's like maybe you're feeling like you should stop overthinking a situation. You're feeling it though, because there's somebody who's quiet. There's something like mysterious going on, and you're wondering if somebody is moving in a different direction. Queen of Wands and King of Cups is here. Ooh. Why is this feminine backing out? There's 2 feminines here, though. Somebody may be returning to someone who is no longer pursuing them or interested. It's like I can see. What is this? Somebody may be choosing to kind of like, fuck it. I feel like there's a feminine who's like, I just want to go do cartwheels. You know what I mean? I just want to be free. And the masculine may have come back and realized, damn, maybe I don't need to be fighting so hard for this. Something like that. So he may be, oh, who all these people, Capricorn? Somebody decided not to worry about it on the break. And now the masculine got commitment on the brain. Somebody's trying to water something that's already over or something like that. What's the energy between these two? It's love. But there's no forward movement between the two of them. Work could get in the way. Work and travel could get in the way. There's happiness here. There's a soulmate connection here. But there also may be distance or a decision here. There's an unfinished business on somebody's end. Somebody got unfinished business, and that could be the holdup. Whatever that unfinished business is, y'all tell me in the comments. Capricorn. Trust is in the reverse. Not fun anymore. Something's not fun anymore. Trust is in the reverse. High Priestess. Somebody, I'm getting good sex. I'm getting intuition. Or somebody very intuitive. I'm getting somebody who's like mysterious. I'm getting somebody who's very sexy. It's like, even though you don't know what the hell going on, it's very alluring, isn't it? But it's kind of like, damn, I'm going to regret this. It just could be a secret that possibly comes to light that makes somebody lose hope. Could be a feminine energy, and it's like, ooh, now I feel like I need to protect myself. Somebody could be something about cocktail hour. Happy hour? I don't know. Somebody's afraid to take a risk, even though there's a 10 of cups here. On the practical side of things, there's a lack of investment. Somebody may be more invested in themselves. And they may be kind of untangling themselves from another situation that there's no closure. Or there's unfinished business, possibly with a fire sign. But I do see someone disconnecting from that. You know what I mean? I don't see it moving forward. But there may be, what's that song? Give me some time to process. I need a little more time with you as an option. Y'all know what song it is. So, it's like something's still not balanced between the two of you. There's a lack of closure. There's unfinished business with either your person and someone else, or you and someone else. And somebody can feel it. Or they actually know it, or something. Moon energy. Somebody's wondering what the hell's going on with this Queen of Wands and if it's going to go anywhere. Or if they're lying about where their focus is, or if they're lying saying they're at work and they're not at work. Something like that. Somebody want to know the tea. Somebody may be thinking of walking away, distancing themselves from something that they really desire. But they see that it's like, I don't know if I have a choice but to move on. Somebody may stop visiting someone's house. Cancer energy is here, Pisces. Double Pisces. I'm seeing a slowdown in communication, a slowdown in like coming to somebody's house too. There may be somebody who gets a lot of attention or who rides off of that validation from other people, and they enjoy it and they like getting it from where they get it from. Knight of Wands in the reverse, Sagittarius energy. Somebody's really Let's see something. Well, so in short, if this masculine is worried about what this feminine is doing, okay, so let's say it's a fire sign. Let's say the feminine is a fire sign, right? She's younger. She has a nice body. There's something exciting and like free-spirited about this person. There's still a spark between her and an older man, is what I'm seeing. On the masculine side, either he's feeling like the love is unrequited, or like he's very tempted by this feminine energy, or she feels like the love is, I don't know, maybe I don't know. But it's that he feels like it's a third party and it's starting to mess with his ego. So he's thinking, oh, I don't know about this. And whoever this feminine is possibly reconnecting with, it's like, yeah, I still feel passionate about this person. I'm still attracted to this person. But I'm not dealing with that bullshit from this person. Period. You know what I mean? So I'm still seeing an end. So it's like, say you're dealing with somebody and they still have feelings for an ex. It's like, feelings ain't facts, is what this person is saying to you, or you're saying to them. So it's like, feelings ain't facts. Okay, so he's still fine, or she's still sexy, but I ain't fucking with it. Something like that is going on. And so maybe there needs to be a conversation between this feminine and this masculine, because the mutual energy between them is the Ace of Wands. They still want to anyway. You know what I mean? Like, it's still on, but it's like emotionally I'm in the dark. So it makes me want to isolate and let go of this, which means that these two have feelings for each other. But shit ain't happening because maybe there's something that ain't being talked about here. And it's an emotional attachment. Somebody's thinking the other person isn't single, but I don't think that's the case. I think they still have feelings for this person, but it just ain't like, it's like, I'm not going there though. Something like that, Capricorn. So y'all take it how it resonates. We do have the Lovers here. Some of you could be dealing with Gemini. Some of you may be deciding to let a situation go. Choosing not to commit. But there's definitely unfinished business here that needs to be resolved, because somebody's not able to move forward until that's done. And I feel like somebody needs to spend some time by themselves, okay? Somebody may have just been spreading their energy too thin, and it's time to disconnect from one of these people or everybody. But there's someone here who may have been moving too slow, and it's like, I feel like it's a masculine energy. Maybe his intuition was telling him something. Maybe that this person wasn't, maybe that the feminine wasn't being honest about something. The feminine may be confused about why, I don't know. Because she's like, I like you. What do you mean? But she feels like she's not getting enough here too. So it may have been that, okay, so maybe her ex came back, right? Caused a little drama. Maybe it surprised her too. Because that's what I'm seeing here. It's kind of like, what are you doing here? I'm here, and how did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here, right? But I feel like it makes you just want to be like, I'm not involving myself in this anymore. I got to have enough strength to walk away from this. This ain't going nowhere, something like that. But Capricorn, I feel the need to tell you that what happens internally, what you think about, a lot of times you can end up manifesting that. So I say get the facts on this situation. There are a lot of sunny days ahead for you, but there's something about trusting the timing of your life. It may be a no for now, but anything is possible, is what I'm getting from this. So just be careful, because I think maybe you need more information before you actually make a judgment on this. Not that it doesn't sound like a sticky situation to begin with. You know what I mean? But you may decide not to invest your heart into this person. You may decide to look at something else. Because you feel like this person, I don't know, it's like, I can't chase this person. Or you may find out they broke commitment with you, which caused a lot of disappointment, unhappiness. It's like, damn, trust the timing of your life. Be careful of walking through doors of temptation that you know ain't it. It's okay if things come to, I don't know, there's something here though that hasn't ended. It ain't right. It can cause a lot of heartbreak. So I do see you walking away from it, because you don't want to be caught up in nobody else's drama, you know? And I feel like this person, there's somebody who's fighting for your person. I feel like they came back to fight for your person, and it's causing trust issues between the two of you. But the status of you two's relationship, I don't even know if y'all are in a relationship with each other, but we got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Unrequited love. The communication's poor. It feels heavy. The masculine don't know what he want to do. This seemed like a third-party situation to begin with. Y'all tell me in the comments what this is, Capricorn. Let's see. The Two of Cups is in the reverse. Five of Cups. Don't set yourself up for failure this week. Don't get your hopes up too high. I don't feel like they high anyway. I see you letting go of the past. Five of Cups, Six of Cups in the reverse. Two of Cups, Star in the reverse. Something may be coming to an end this week, Capricorn. If you can't trust it, you can't trust it. Trust the timing of your life, though. Everything comes to you exactly when you need it, Capricorn. Believe that. Some of you may have been dealing with a Leo. There could be a Leo influencing your situation, or the full moon in Leo that just passed could have shined a light on some things, okay? Surround yourself with love. You know what love feel like. When you're loving on yourself, you definitely know what love looks like, okay? Be humble, though. It's something about being humble and surrounding yourself with actual love this week, Capricorn. So, Aquarius. Aquarius, we have romantic feelings in the reverse. Give your relationship a chance in the reverse. End the story. No, I'm just playing. I'm kidding. Romantic feelings. Could be a fire sign, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, the Lovers, or a Gemini. But then we got the Fool in the reverse. Because there's a masculine who's not really sure which option to go with, or may be confused about. It's like some kind of confusion that keeps this from moving forward. Could be about a narrowing down of a decision or options. But somebody's losing hope that... What's the confusion connected to? Five of Swords. Trust. Ooh. Some of y'all dealing with a harlot, okay? I'm not finna compete for this bitch. I feel like as a guy, well, first of all, I feel like there's a female who, she may be playing her cards, you know what I mean? She may be doing her hot girl spree. I don't know. If somebody's afraid to, I heard, end up with someone promiscuous. But just because, okay, let's see. Why is the Queen of Wands in the reverse? She still want to play the field. Whoever this is wants to explore their options. Okay. I feel like this is someone who's worked on putting a lot of work into themselves. It's something that they're investing their time in, and it's not necessarily a new beginning with someone. I feel like somebody's doing a lot of work, and somebody's, because they've done this work on themselves, they're looking at all the things that didn't give back. You know what I mean? All the places where, you know, there was no reciprocity, there was no equal give and take, right? And so they're allowing things to end in their life, or this could be you, Aquarius. And the more that you allow that to happen, the better you feel. Let me deal with Aries Pisces energy. Somebody is very much, I feel like give your relationship a chance is in the reverse, because whoever this is not giving it a chance. Somebody may be trying to let go of past disappointments. I'm trying to focus on something new. What's the new? I also feel like, because, you know, this doesn't give me whole energy. It gives me, I just want to do what I want to do energy. It's like girls just want to have fun, you know, and I'm tired of being in a situation where I don't know where you at. I don't know when it's going to be this. So this is somebody who's like, I'm going to glow up. Throw it in your face. Like, yeah, or something like that. That's what it's giving. So it's like, no, I'm not going to work on this relationship anymore so that you can ghost me or be unreliable or anything like that. It wasn't good when we were in it. There's something like that with this fire sign or water sign. So yeah, it's a feminine who has given up on somebody that she feels like isn't, you know, we don't get with people and say, oh, you're not relationship material. We realize that throughout the thing, you know. And so some people just not ready for a relationship. Some, they're just not for you. So she's just feeling like, but what's the point? Where is it going? There's something like that. Plus, I'm still mad about that other shit. And I'm not, like, mad at you, but it's kind of like, I feel like I should protect my heart from you. You or them, whoever, I don't know. The feminine is feeling this way about a masculine energy. It's like I would rather resolve it. Yes, I still feel the pull. You know, I would love to come back over there and pretend like none of this shit happened. But the truth is that I should probably let this go, right? Free my mind, because it's obviously something that you're still not telling me. And as much as I love you is as much as I was hurt. Ooh. Aquarius. We have great fortune and coffin. Let's see why this is here. The number 7 could be significant, or 10. Both numbers of completion. Somebody could be, you could prefer gold over silver as far as your jewelry choices. Somebody here, what's the tower? It could have dawned on somebody like, oh my God, I better go back right now. This is the person that makes me feel better. Or I disappointed the person that I love, something like that. And it's like somebody realized that, ooh, this was my fault, something like that. And now this person ain't, you know, whatever insecurities they had about our relationship made them, you know, that this person's not waiting on me anymore. And now it's like, I feel like somebody lost hope in this connection. Because there was something that wasn't being said. So I'm feeling like this masculine wants to return to this feminine. Oh my God. But she's totally pulled out of this. She's totally pulled out. There's regret. There's confusion in the mind. And she feels like she would be more successful by ending this and taking her heart out of it and not looking back. Like totally detaching. Deciding not to move forward. It's like I said, I feel the pull. I didn't want things to end. It feels like a missed opportunity, but I'm still willing to move on because it doesn't feel good here. So great fortune could be connected to moving on from this, or maybe there's just somebody who has a large or a small fortune in their bank account, okay? Or this could have been, you know, you could have considered this person to be very fortunate or to have brought a lot of fortune in your life or vice versa. But it also could be getting over a heartbreak or separating from someone brings great fortune. Less worry, more excitement. Resolving things with somebody who was a liar or a cheater or lacked, what do you call it? Initiative. Great fortune comes from ending something. We got coffin here. It took a long time to get to this point. Death in the reverse, Ace of Cups in reverse. But it's like the more centered I become, the more I look at this and I say, ooh, it's not stable. Unfinished business, but a breakup nonetheless, right? Because the bottom line is I'm not happy with whoever this is. This person isn't bringing all of themselves to the table. So it's like, yeah, you got money and you fine and you look good in that suit and the wingtips. Okay? And your car nice. And you always giving me money and gifts and stuff like that. But your emotions. You know, you could have saved a whole lot of money if you had just showed up you. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot buy somebody's loyalty. You cannot buy someone's affection. You can't. You can't buy their commitment. You can't pay enough for a person to sit their ass still and not meet somebody else who will give them what it actually is that they actually want. So there's somebody who's like, fuck it. You win. You know what I mean? I'm just going to let it in. So there's a no here, Aquarius. I feel like there's an answer and it's right up under your nose. Let's see what no is about. It's a no to this connection or to a reconciliation. This may be a door of temptation that you do not need to walk through again. Okay, see it for what it is. See through the confusion here. What is it that makes you happy? Because I feel like you don't need to invest in this anymore. There may be something better for you. But you're going to have to look. You're going to have to let this go and get into a better place in your mind. A lot of times we can't, you know, if something just happens to me, let's say if I don't know, if I get mad and then I'm supposed to get up on stage and I don't know, you got to leave that shit behind you in order, you got to get to a place where you feel better. And then, you know what I mean? You notice how you, I don't know, what's a good example? Oh, so I had a situation where somebody near and dear to me was in the hospital, and I had gotten information from someone else about someone who was put on the block list from going to see this person in the hospital, and the reason was petty as fuck. You know what I mean? When we're talking about a life or death situation, or somebody who's not doing well, and you put it on the list that I cannot go visit this person in the hospital because of something we was fighting about a long time ago. You know what I mean? So let's just look at that situation. So when I made the phone call to check on this person who was in the... Actually, I was making the phone call to address what I had heard about the person being blocked from the visitation list. And when the person answered the phone, they were in the hospital room with the person that, you know, who wasn't doing so well. And so we kind of had this telepathic conversation, like, you know what, maybe right now isn't the time to talk about it. We're going to talk about it when I feel better. I'm not going to address it while you're in the room with the patient, okay? We're gonna talk about that at a later date. And so when that time did come and we readdressed the issue, I felt different about it. Some time had passed, and so the conversation went in a way that it was supposed to go, because I didn't confront it while I was still angry about it, because it was the pettiest thing I'd ever seen in my life. So this is like a situation where you're going to have to move on and feel better, so that when you do address whatever this is, you know what I mean, you're in a better place. But there is a no when it comes to a certain connection in your life. The answer is right up under your eyes. That was probably a bad example. I don't know. But you got to feel better before you address whatever this is, or before you truly understand what it was all for. Something like that. Something is greasy. And greasy just ain't a pleasant word for me. The answer's right up under your nose. Wait on it. The answer's right up under your nose. Whatever it is that's been haunting your head about connecting with this person, or not moving forward with this person, or pursuing this person, or making peace with whatever the trust issues are, is right up under your nose, Aquarius. Somebody does not want to invest themselves in another heartbreak, so they're choosing to stay quiet in order for them to feel better. I don't want to be stopped anymore. I don't want to move back into a rocky situation. I'd rather let it go. This may be the answer, because it's like I said, somebody's not showing up, you know, and somebody doesn't want to be emotionally manipulated, especially because they just want sex. I don't know. Whatever it is that you're chasing is running from you, and it's stealing your joy, it's stealing your strength, whoever that's for, okay? If it's not reciprocating to you, don't keep chasing that. Somebody needs to deal with resentments from their past relationships too. And that's what's going to bring you a lot of success in the future. So you got disappointed. Something didn't work out here. So we missed the answer that was right up under our nose. So maybe we were chasing something when we should have been sitting back and attracting it to us. Something like that. But just sit back and see what color the walls is going to be next this week. Because I feel like there's something that's going to bring you a lot of clarity on this disappointment. It's going to help you to... I feel like you're going to say, damn, I knew this. And, ooh. Your intuition is on point about whatever it is, Aquarius. Whatever this thing that you've revisited, I feel like it's going to help you to see where you need to stand up for yourself and protect your own heart, because there's something that you felt it. You're going to feel it this week, and whatever it is going to become clear to you this week. It could involve an Aries in your life. But there's something that could come out that helps you, like a secret or something. Or something that could be confessed or found out that helps you to move on from someone. The answer has been right up under your nose, and I feel like it's been there for a while, Aquarius. Just sit back and see what color the wall gonna be next. But remember that you are... Nothing should stop you. Okay, so whatever it is that comes out, or that you realize, or whatever, don't allow anything to stop you. Ooh, you pulled your own energy. Be open to change. Open up to change, Aquarius. You pulled your own energy, and be your first priority. Be your own first priority. I feel like a lot of you have been putting someone else first, and you may find out why you shouldn't have been doing that. Something like that. Pisces. I'm tired after this reading. But I ain't really get a lot of sleep anyway. I've been tired. Pisces. Be careful that you know who it is that you are dealing with. Some of you may have moved too quickly with someone. You may have moved too quickly before truly getting to know whoever this person is. Be very careful of that. Use your intuition, Pisces. If somebody, somebody really wants to get to know you, or if somebody wants to be in your life, it should be for the long haul. So what's the rush? Something like that. Because the thing about it is, I don't think they being honest with you. I really don't. It could be all talk with this person. There's something in, oh no, this ain't the one. Could be a water sign, air sign. I don't know why I said water sign. Could be a water sign. But we got air sign and fire sign, Sagittarius, Taurus, Virgo, fixed sign. You need to be wondering why they're back, Pisces. You should be asking more questions. I do feel like you have your poker face on. I do feel like you're not invested in this person. I feel like you stopped doing that. But they are back. They feel unfinished business with you. They got their eye on you. They wanna water this with you, but you don't have no excitement about this. You've already kind of moved on from this person. But there is this sense of, this person been wanting to come towards you for a minute. But what is their intention? It's not growth, though. This person is manipulative. This person just want to feel better. This person kind of slept. It's like they know. Either you're not interested in this offer, or they're playing aloof, which made you want to protect your heart from this person and distance yourself from this person. It could be a Leo or Earth sign. This is somebody who taught you how to stand up for yourself because things didn't work out between the two of you. This person ain't showing up sure about shit, Pisces. So if you want to wham bam, thank you ma'am, cool. And send their ass walking. If that's all you want. But if you were looking for more, it's not here. It's not here. They don't know left from right. King of Cups in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. The King of Wands is in the upright. And the King of Pentacles, so they know how to get to the bag. They know how to present well. They know how to have sex or look good. But when it comes to decision making, when it comes to something going on in their thought process or communication or emotions, that's where they're not showing up for you. That's where the love is unrequited. That's where it's a lie. There could be emotional manipulation here. They could be offering something because there's something they need to tell you too. This person has seen you. They've seen your glow up, Pisces. And that's why they back. Because you look good. You're looking good. Yeah, and you lost hope in them because you're viewing them as temptation. Okay? Your intuition is telling you ain't nothing but a struggle waiting to happen if you were to revisit this. So I do see you choosing to allow this breakup to be just that. And moving on from whoever this King of Wands is. And that bringing justice to you. I feel like you regret it every time you deal with them. You know? So I feel like getting to know you in the reverse is because the King of Cups and the King of Swords is in the reverse. This person was not letting you in. And I don't feel like that's your style when it comes to like actually, you know, building with someone. But we do have engagement. Your love life is moving to the next level of commitment or higher level of commitment. But you don't feel good about it. Be it with a Leo who doesn't communicate very well with you, but also doesn't want things to be over with you. You know that it's time to let this go. It hasn't been successful one time that you two have reconnected. Something like that. You know that this isn't right. You know that this person has confused you before. You gave up on them before. Did you give up all the way? This person has affected your confidence. Don't let it happen. The truth is that you need to give up. Some of you can really like green tea. Some of you may need to add more green tea or more teas than coffee to your drinking situation. You've always kind of wondered what the hell was going on with this person. Y'all do have a very strong connection with each other, but they go cold on you, and that's what freaks up the relationship. This person has a hell of a poker face. I feel like you've worked this person works, this person works very hard to make you think that they're offering you something stable. And you're just sitting there like, boy, I'm not coming over there no more. Because it's like they dangle this sense of, I'm going to commit this time. I'm going to do it this time. We're going to ride off in the sunset. You know what I mean? This time we can do it. It can work. And then it hits like, then it's disappointing again. Okay? So I see you not being willing to like put yourself in a line of fire with this person anymore. You're getting rid of somebody who is stealing your joy. And I feel like it makes you happier and happier the more you do it. You're not interested. A lot of Leo energy here. This person could be in the military. They could be 22 years old. They could be 44. They definitely lied to you before. And you know this person, you need to switch your focus away from this person. Go and resolve it. I know that the connection is strong, but you know it's not worth it. And they know they're not worth it too. They know that, okay, let me see something. I have literally looked at a situation, in my 20s especially. I have looked at certain situations and been like, I ain't no good for you. And I feel like this person knows that. There's something like that. It doesn't make him a bad person, but I just feel like somebody knows something. You're letting go of whoever this is, though. Because you realize it's something that can't move forward. You feel like it's wrong. You feel like you shouldn't be talking to them. You feel like something is unfair. And they got all the hope in the world, but they also don't feel like it's going to grow. You know, they're not looking at this as, you know, they just want to come back because you make them happy. But there's a part of them that feels like maybe they shouldn't be stuck on it. Maybe they should detach too. But something keep pulling them back, and it's their heart. Because they do love you. There is real love here. And they feel like they missed out on an opportunity with you because they couldn't figure out what the hell they wanted. And the King of Cups and the King of Swords is still showing up in the reverse. And that's why nothing ever happened between the two of you. Because they reflected, it's like they showed up in the shell. You know what I mean? This could be somebody who wears a uniform for work. You know, everybody love a man in uniform, honey. They could have a high-ranking position at their job within their company. They could be high-ranking in the military, whatever branch that might be. They could be an officer with all these things I'm seeing on. But was it just the shell? You know what I mean? Just because you have a high position don't mean anything. It means may just mean you're good at your job. But a lot of times we can confuse that with, oh my God, he's the one. But I think you're realizing, oh, I'm not even interested in this person. I think I'm already over it, actually. So, yeah, maybe this person is coming to, you know, try to take things to the next level with you. But some of you are foregoing. Is it foregoing? Some of you are seeing straight through the bullshit. And you're going to continue to... oh, no. You're not going to continue to water this relationship. Because you know it ain't going nowhere. So I do see you moving to a more peaceful place. You're being honest about wherever you've been in denial. Because you do know what to do about this King of Swords in the reverse. You know what to do about this person. And there's a block. There's a strong block because something here ain't working. And ain't no point in you being in your head about something that's not working. You may realize in a dream or in your sleep or in your resting state or just as you're standing on your own truth. I feel like in your thoughts. It's maybe at night. But I'm not even excited about this the way that I used to be. Because the part of you that's grown is no longer attracted to inconsistency. Things that don't feel stable. You know how once you transition from your teens to your 20s, you feel a little different? I'm like, I need to have more money in my pocket. And then when you get to from your 20s to your 30s, you're like, I don't think I can party all night anymore. I think I'm kind of wanting to be in a relationship, or maybe I should start thinking about my house, or like buying a house, or get my credit together. You know what I mean? It's like you've grown in some way, and it's like the shit that you was interested in before is like, ew. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do. Be true to yourself and others will be true to you too. Some of you may be taking a trip soon as well, Pisces. Your advice for the week: stop working on shit that ain't working on you. Detach from whatever this is because it's not growing. It's not right. And you need to take charge of it and end it. Because there's something better for you than somebody who, you know, bounces around here and there, you know. Don't get stuck on this. Move on. As much as you love this person, as much as they love you, because I do feel like they do. I'm seeing detachment being your best interest. Find things, I don't know. I feel like there's a need for you to become very passionate about your life again. The things that you haven't been focusing on. There's someone that you need to forgive. And I feel like the way that you would do that is by unleashing your kindest self. You can be kind to a person without being taken advantage by that person. And that's just boundaries. You know what I mean? Yeah, I can be cordial with you. I can be nice and all that kind of stuff. But that don't mean, you know, it's kind of like my love for you is unconditional, but my presence is not required. If that makes any sense. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to pull a collective message. Ooh, yes. This is usually the problem. I feel like it's a continuation of Pisces reading. You know, don't do what people think you should do. Be true to you. Release the guilt. What are you feeling guilty about? You know what I mean? People always do what's best for themselves. Okay? They always do. Let's see. Some of you may be concerned about your health this week due to a message. Somebody may be getting knocked down off of a pedestal. And I feel like there's a relationship here that there was no change, there was no growth, and there may be a gift in walking away from that. There's a feminine energy who may be maturing by way of walking away from a situation. This looks like a relationship that, yeah, somebody has no more expectation for whatever this is. But if there have been health concerns, things will go in your favor. If there was a situation where there was like a lawsuit again for like a malpractice or something like that, somebody could be going to court, but I don't know if the money is going to, I don't know if the settlement is going to come through. Somebody could go, ooh, be careful. If you have if you're like a physician or something like that, and there was some malpractice, something may not go in somebody's favor. Somebody could end up in jail. Somebody could be married to somebody that they find out isn't who they thought they were as well. I don't know how all that came up in this week, but let's get off of that deck. What's another message for the collective? A lot of y'all got love on the brain, but maybe things ain't right because the communication isn't right. So the communication could be messed up. There's a fire sign possibly. Masculine energy. King of Wands in reverse could be a Leo. Somebody could have lacked a lot of initiative here, but it's like, I don't want to commit, but I don't want to tell the truth. I don't want to commit, but I don't want to lose you either. They could have lied about a marriage or a relationship that they went back to that could have become apparent to someone, and therefore they blocked this relationship from starting again. Ooh, they could There could be something that you find out about this person, collective, that makes you very like, no. It's reminding me of My Wife and Kids. Damien was like, nah, the fuck? Wait, Damien or Damon? The fine one. Whoever, right? I'm just gonna focus on me. Ain't no point in me feeling insecure about shit at this point in my life. This feminine. Okay, let me see if it's the masculine. Okay. She's over it. She's giving up on, she's letting go of control issues. She's isolating herself. The masculine walked away, but he still feels, you know, like things aren't over. But he's trying to switch his focus from it. He may... He's showing up in the reverse. I really don't be trying to like... I'm going to do some readings. I'm going to try to focus more on the masculine energies. I feel like because more feminine watch my channel, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But if you find yourself on the feminine side of things, just take it how it resonates. You know what I mean? But he's showing up in the reverse. If I could just get this damn reading... I mean, he is showing up in the reverse, but I think he's clear on what he thinks. Let's see what he's thinking. He regrets it. He regrets whatever this was that he showed up in the reverse, because it's like he knows now that this person has detached, that this person doesn't trust him anymore. The feminine doesn't trust him. She's guarded. She's moving on. It feels like a missed opportunity for him. Things have stopped, and it's like, I don't know how to make this renewal work, even though this is the one that I choose. It's like... Am I going to be forced to move on from this because someone isn't trying to look back at it no more? Oh, I got a cramp in my stomach. It's time to eat, y'all. It's time to eat. I think I might do some sushi today on somebody else's dollar. Okay? Let's see. What else can I pick up on for the collective for this week? Many of you are going to be finding that happy place within you, and it's going to come by stopping something, you know, letting go. I'm telling you, you don't have to do so much, you know. A lot of times we make things, I mean, some of the hardest things in life have some of the most simple solutions. May not be easy. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but simple concepts. A lot of times just letting go is the point. You know what I mean? You hear it all the time. And it's hard to let go with the death in the reverse, isn't it? Because we all have a fear of missing out every now and then. But your heart don't seem ready to move forward anyway. You know? You need to feel balanced. You need to find a way to relieve your anxiety this week. I feel like it's by way of taking your focus off of a certain connection with somebody who's not really showing up for you anyway, or maybe they don't have the capacity emotionally to show up for you. Magician in the reverse. It's like, how can I make it happen if there's no investment of, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. Because the Queen of Cups is in the upright. So the Queen of... She realized I need to move on. It could have been a reconciliation, like, for a hot minute, but then it's like, no, I'm better off on my own because he's still on the same shit, something like that. So she's going to choose to focus on herself, not put any more work into this. There could be another person, though. But I also feel like this is a past person, too. So this may be a week of just getting unstuck off of people. Okay? Seeing the truth of, damn, if I keep doing this to myself, I'm sabotaging myself. I'm putting myself in a mental prison here. And it's time for me to make a choice to detach from all the shit. So a lot of y'all could be dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign, and it's just, it is what it is. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. They showed you what you need to see. You allowed yourself to see it, process it, deal with it. You've been loving on yourself. You feel better because of it. And Five of Swords, Three of Swords, honey, if you can't trust it, get the hell away from it. You know what I mean? Because who you can trust is you. And so make sure that you can trust you, okay? Avoid the bullshit. Your intuition is screaming at you about several things in your life. These could be friends, family members. Hell, if I could tell you some of the stuff that I heard about my own bloodline this week, child, I don't care who it is, okay? Ain't nobody coming up in here stealing my peace. And y'all saw how much I love my family. You know what I mean? I like to change my whole life just to go to just to go to London to see my baby. But let me tell you what. Any of these uncles and aunties and whomever don't want to act right, love you much from over here. Okay? So it don't matter who it is, collective. Let's see. Don't ask others to be different so that you can feel better around them. That's the thing. It was like I had a situation, you know, in my family this week. I can't make you be nobody else you're not. I can't. And just because we blood don't mean I like your personality. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to look at the actions. What's being produced? There are certain people that in my family, I don't have a relationship with these people. It's the relationship that matters, not the title. You know what I'm saying? I can't make you be different so that I can be comfortable coming to grandma's house on Sunday. But I can be cordial with you and ask you if you want some more chicken and keep it pushing. Like, I don't fuck with you, though. Not like that, you know what I mean? I ain't got to be nasty to you. At all, and I won't be. I won't. Y'all see, it's a lot of stuff that pops up, you know, in the comments, and there's little things, you know, that people got to say. I usually, honey, I barely even finish reading it, to be honest with you, because you know, and I looked at one of my good Taurus friends. A lot of y'all say y'all would love to hear my conversations with this Taurus. I would love to record my conversations with this Taurus, okay? We had another one last night, and it was fantastic. And it was about, he's a preacher's child, you know? He's a preacher himself. And we talked about the 5 types of conflict assessment. The 5 types of conflict assessment style, conflict resolution style, something like that. And there's cooperating, which means, you know, we work together for a common goal. We work together to get the problem solved together. There's harmonizing, or it's like, I'll cooperate with you. I can't explain it. I'm going to dig deeper into this, and I'm going to be applying this knowledge more to my readings. Yes, I do like to read. Yes, information should be shared. Okay. Most of the stuff you hear is conversations that people have heard, sermons that people have heard, motivational speeches or whatever. Your conversation is the content of your destiny, right? Your conversation is the content of what you're intaking, too. Okay? So there's that. I don't know who needed that. Anyway, cooperating. I feel like there was another way that they said this, but it's like, okay, I'll see things your way kind of thing. So it's like, we can cooperate together. We can come to a common goal. Harmonizing is when we both are happy with the decision, I want to say, or I'm willing to be flexible in order for there to be a good outcome. Then there's compromising, where nobody wins, but we agree to disagree just to get the problem solved. And then there's avoidant conflict resolution, which is like, I'd rather not deal with it at all. You know what I mean? And then there's direct, which means my way or the highway. So sometimes y'all look into that and go on Google. I took the assessment test last night to see what kind of person I was, and it popped up. Part of mine popped up as harmonizing, because I am willing to kind of meet you where you are. You know what I mean? I'm very flexible. But it also came off as avoidant, because sometimes I'm just not here for it. Sometimes it's just not my problem. You know, Germany taught me it's not my problem. Because when I tell you the customer is wrong in Germany, and they will look at you like, say, you know, you ordered a steak that was well done, and they brought you something with a little pink in it. Maybe it was medium well. I don't know, medium rare, or something like that. Not my problem. It's going to be the answer. You could be in a government office, and these people will tell you, oh, it's not my problem. Come back, or get in the back of the line, or whatever. And it just taught me that, you know, we take ourselves so seriously as Americans, and we're so entitled. Anyway, conflict resolution could be a thing. So if you're finding yourself in these situations with people, sometimes you got to figure out, you have to identify, 1, what is their love language? 2, what is your conflict resolution assessment style? Like, how do you even operate within connections in your life, or within whatever in your life? And is that compatible with what I got going on? Or can we meet in the middle? Because you really don't, like, it just reminds me, that compromise really stuck out to me, and it reminds me of that Eartha Kitt clip where she said, compromise. Relations are to be earned. You know what I'm saying? It was fabulous. So I feel like a lot of you need to be assessing, like, could we even work this out together? Sometimes you got to take your emotions out of it. When you find yourself in one of them pointless ass arguments, and it's like, this shit ain't going nowhere. And you might be dealing with somebody who's who has a direct conflict assessment style. So they're like, you're not going to win this anyway. Even if it's time for me to take accountability for something. Even if I know there's an end in sight to this argument or to this debate or whatever we're going through, I'm not even going to give you that out because I just want to be right. You don't want to deal with that. You don't want to compromise either all the freaking time because, I mean, YOLO. You know, you want something that's more harmonizing. Cooperative could work too, but y'all look into that because it fascinated me to see that. Don't ask other people to be who you want them to be in order for you to feel comfortable. Realize what it is that you're dealing with and act accordingly. That's the way I feel about it. If they love, if they love you, you'll know it. If they don't, you'll be confused. End of story. Somebody needed to hear that. Heartbreak is the growing pains necessary so that you can love completely and more the next time. You know what I'm saying? You know what you know. You saw what you saw. You felt what you felt. That was enough. Follow your intuition. Whatever it is this week, okay? Feelings are not facts. Look at the facts. Stay with the facts. Somebody just they're not as determined to have you. I don't know who that's for, but they're not looking to date or be in a relationship. It could be a Taurus. Why do they keep popping up in a color like that? They have something to give, but I don't know if it's the love that you're looking for. But they do flatter you, though. And you need to be careful about whatever that is. Like, if a person just gushes way too much at you, but then their actions don't line up with the gush, it's kind of like they flatter you to an uncomfortable extent. And it's off. Something's off with that, okay? People will go to great lengths in order to protect the fantasy that they've built with you. So maybe it's not love that they have to offer. This Scorpio. No, I'm just like, could be a Scorpio, though. They are keeping their options open. So that's what you felt. If it's love, you'll know it. If it ain't, you'll be confused and writing into TTT. Saying TTT or Sassy Scorpion or, you know, whoever you write into. Could be Blue Tarot. Shout out to Blue. Shout out to Sassy. Shout out to Lilo. Okay. But you're going to be writing into one of us. Talking about, I don't know. Follow your intuition. God gave it to you. And he gave you the answers. Ain't that funny? There's an Aries, and you need to know that being in love is being a vibrational match to who you are. Ain't got shit to do with nobody else. Ooh, somebody makes you nervous too. And they're gaslighting you. And they're infatuated with you. Infatuation, excessive, compulsive, not love. Be aware of that, okay? This could be somebody who's now ready to make a decision about you, or maybe they were indecisive about you. You need to put your foot down with somebody. There's somebody who overwhelms you. They could be a Sagittarius as well. Their energy doesn't agree with yours. Something's off. Something is off. They do love you. I feel like they love you more than you know. It could be a Pisces that loves you more than you know, but your mind stops you. Who is this? Somebody energy off. The truth is not going to hurt you, though. The truth is going to set you free in this situation. There's a Sagittarius here. You be dealing with somebody who's born in January. Let me see about the Sagittarius, because Sagittarius been struggling a little bit. Being in a relationship is cute, but being in the right one is even better. You'll never be good enough for the wrong person. And the wrong person ain't never going to be good enough for you. Don't be afraid to politely or not politely decline the Virgo. I don't know. Let's see what's going on with the Virgo. Ooh, Aquarius. Don't be trying to impress somebody who will never be impressed. It could be a Gemini or Cancer. Be careful making wishes when you're in a dark place as well. Gemini, somebody is not serious. Good things fall apart so better things can fall together. Libra, Nothing is secret that will not be revealed. So there may be something being revealed. It feels forced anyway. Just because they act like they want you doesn't mean that they're ready for you. Find the good and goodbye. Virgo. What is it that you're focused on within someone that is keeping you from being your best self? Stop waiting on them. They don't know what they want anyway. I don't know what that is. And they could be involved with many people sexually. Be careful about that. Loving someone does not require you to put your life on hold or ruin the atmosphere around your life. Okay? That could be for Virgo or somebody dealing with one. What other sign popped out? Is that it? Pisces. What's holding you up? Could be a Gemini who wants a hoe and a housewife. Could be a Gemini who wants a hoe and a side dude and a whatever. They're accustomed to having you around. They're accustomed for you being there. Okay? What's holding you up is going to support you in your next system. In your next season. And I feel like there's a Gemini in your life. They hold on. They reach out to you when they feel like they're losing you. That's not good enough. That's when they reach. That's not good enough, okay? November could have been a significant marker for you. You need to ask yourself, what are you doing to perpetuate your own unhappiness, okay? Because a lot of times it's us. There's somebody who it's something about them. It don't feel right, okay? So I'm done with the truth deck. I'm going to read the Moonology cards that I pulled for y'all. This is a long reading, but there will be more readings this week. I just felt like, because I didn't do the weekend. So, we got last quarter moon in I don't know why I don't say Pisces, but Capricorn. Let's see. Leave the past behind, okay? Something is standing in between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. Now that you know it's there, you can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. I'm getting, okay, see, honey. Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear a criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burned itself into your brain. You have work to do. The great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is knowing that you can do something about it. There's a reserve pressure piling on you, but the only way out is through. Okay. Some of you may be dealing with a Cancer as well. We have take a breather. Okay. Sometimes situations start with much promise and then they fatigue and fizzle out. This is normal. If a situation is dragging on and everyone is becoming far too sensitive, it might be time to take a breather. What's the rush? With any of it, right? Is this still what you even want? Sometimes we got to check in with ourselves and be like, is this even what I want? You know what I mean? I don't know. A lot of times we'd be so busy. I don't know. Have you ever been in one of those situations where you're trying to be what somebody else needs or what a situation needs, and then you realize, damn, I don't even want this shit. Like, this is not even bringing me joy right now. Something like that. If the situation is slipping away from you, it could be due to self-doubt or because too many people are trying to get their own way. If you're struggling, find a balance between, if you're struggling to find a balance with a VIP in your life or a personal or professional connection, It may be time to show your feelings. There could be a clash here caused by everyone wanting to be the leader. So we got too many chefs in the kitchen in some situation. And you just need to give it some air. You don't have to win every fight or something like that. You need to stop and revive. Emotional fatigue is very dangerous, is as dangerous as physical fatigue. Believe it. Okay? So is mental. Okay? If it becomes long term, it can be very detrimental to you, right? So see the beauty in life and refresh your heart. Love is all there is, and I am love. I'm going to read your oracle from my Believe in Your Own Magic deck, and then I'm out of here. Release your guilt. You've been carrying the burden of guilt on your shoulders for far too long, and it's now negatively impacting all facets of your life and making it impossible to function. And why do you deserve that? You know what I mean? You've come to a crossroads where you need to choose a direction. Go ahead and make your reparations or release yourself from the cage you built around yourself. Hint, sometimes the first road leads back around to the second. I say that sometimes in my reading. Sometimes you maneuver through the side door to get around it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta cut a few corners. It doesn't mean it's cheating. It just means that's how life do sometimes. Sometimes it's not a straight shot towards your goal. But definitely, you can't go into your next chapter carrying guilt from the last one. You know what I mean? Where's the Crown Royale? I done lost my bag, y'all. Oh, it's over here. I'm coming. I will leave y'all with a few fortunes from the Crown Royale, and then I'm gonna go order some food. I don't even think I ate today. Collective. Get outside every day. Miracles are waiting everywhere. Don't stay in the house wishing you had something when you can go outside and get something. Silence, and this is for all my people who ain't speaking up for themselves. Silence becomes cowardice when occasion demands speaking out the whole truth and acting accordingly. So do not be afraid to say what you got to say. Okay? Now, you know the time and the place and all that kind of stuff. Don't be ratchet. Unless you need to be. But there may be a situation that calls for you to yield this week. Kind of just, go with the flow, right? Or slow down. If you're not willing to bend, why would you expect someone else to? You know what I mean? If you're not willing to be flexible, why expect the best from somebody else? Or you need to be saying that to somebody in your life. Care about what other people think, and you'll always be their prisoner. I'm done. Woo! Have a beautiful week. Like, share, and subscribe if this resonated with you. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!